of you starts pinning the other. Get your heads in the game. The international title's on the line.
So are you concerned at all about Santino's decision to make this matchup, and considering Daria Ray has emerged as the suit overseeing day-to-day operations here in TNA? We learned that this past Thursday live on AMC.
I was just about to say that as the blows raining down here. A lot of people were not too happy with how Daria Ray was conducting herself with Santino. But you know what? She proved that she's necessary. Moves like this prove that she's necessary. Santino is ruling with emotion here. He's not thinking like a businessman.
Well, I think it's safe to argue that Stacks earned this. I think he deserved this.
Oh! But nobody in this matchup earned an international title.
Wasn't too long ago. He was one-on-one with JDC back in December. JDC
What's going on? What's going on?
Title shot and final resolution. He got that against that champion Frankie Kazarian, but Eric Young didn't have the same title opportunity with him.
What is going on?
That's true. There's a line, there's a breadcrumb trail here of all these decisions Santino has made over these last couple of years to prove how unstable he is.
Or so to the outside. Things have been pretty unstable. Matchup. Young and Stacks trying to work together against PvP.
Unlikely alliances form in these multi-man matchups all the time.
Young tossing B into the corner. Look out. Double knees right to the chin, and down goes Stacks. Oh, pulls out knee of glory.
Took the former world champion right off his feet there. But Orso back in the fray here.
To the outside, Orso in pursuit. Oh, went for a cutter. Got enough of it to drive PvE first into the top rope.
One more eliminated. Look out!
Down goes Young, and now Stacks in pursuit. Fundamental rope. Oh, beautifully done with a moonsault.
Yeah, look at this. Orso on a roll here. What a way to explode back into the sea.
Oh! Example of how much TNA wrestling has grown. Last time Orso was here was on a TNA Twitch event in 2019. Look where we are now. TNA is on AMC every Thursday night. There's the Orso driver.
Is that enough? New champ.
Oh, and a kick out by B.
Really close. What a showing.
What is going on?
What an uppercut. Now Stacks trying to hold on to his title there in the twisting neck breaker. Stacks looking for anything that moves. A clip cutter.
What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Beautiful there, Ray. Look out.
Hold on, a gun neck breaker by Young.
Any chance we're getting a title change here?
Non-stop. And look out, Orso.
Oh.
With a pile driver. Wait. Thought we had a new TNA International Champion right there. Instead, Stacks retains.
Somewhere backstage, Santino is having an aneurysm.
There's our president, Carlos Silva, trying to return the TNA International title to the champion. Look at the disrespect here by Stacks.
The very rules that Santino thought would be the disadvantage to Stacks allowed him to steal the win in this international title match.
Stacks disrespecting Carlos Silva and TNA Wrestling. You can only imagine what his future father-in-law, Santino Marella, thinks about this.
I think you make decisions based off emotion, irrationally, out of anger.
That was a high-profile match. Shut
Up, I'm talking. That was your way of punishing him. And he proved once again that he's a champion and he deserves to be here. And if this company is built on competition, then we must be fair. And I know you don't know me yet, but I'm very fair.
Understood.
Well, a little tension between Daria Ray and Director of Authority Santino Marella. We'll have to see how that all plays out. We've already seen some great action so far here on the countdown to Genesis. Fans are still filing into the building as we speak. You know, I touched on it earlier. Card is subject to change. Unfortunately, X Division champion Leon Slater was unable to be here tonight, again, due to visa issues. But, we had quite the replacement lined up for him. Moose
What's
versus
going on? What's
Cedric
going on?
Alexander versus Joe Hendry. I mean, pretty fair replacement, if you ask me. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. This has been Joe Hendry's home for a long time. He went to NXT. Now he's part of the main roster in WWE. We couldn't be prouder for him here in TNA, but he's got to face somebody that's not a big fan of his. And Moose and Cedric Alexander, that match is going to be awesome.
What's up?
Absolutely. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like Tommy just said, Joe Hendry, a big part of TNA. Cedric Alexander, Moose. I looked at Moose in the back. I don't think he's probably in the best shape of his entire career, but how can you bet against Joe Hendry?
Yes, I mean, I did see Moose. Moose has been posting all of his progress pics, so, but I believe, and I think we believe, so Joe Hendry all the way.
You guys know I believe in Joe Hendry, and it was actually in this very building. Yes.
You believe?
I do.
Believer.
It was in this very
Big
building
believer.
that he captured the TNA World Championship. So a very historic building for him. I know he's going to be bringing his all here tonight. And there's going to be a lot of action tonight, but there's also going to be a lot of emotion as well. I have to talk about the final dance. JDC will be stepping into the ring for the final time against his brother, Eddie Edwards. That is going to go down later on tonight, but let's see just how we got here.
So my wife / handler and I have been talking about it lately over the last couple of weeks, and we've decided that after Genesis in January that I'm going to be retiring from in-ring action. I've spent a lot of time being ungrateful in this business, but right now I'm telling you that I'm very grateful for my last couple of years here in TNA. This is the best locker room I've ever been, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart.
One more dance for Johnny Dango Curtis.
What?
I'm a little nervous because I know we're going to kill each other in that ring. I love you like a brother, Eddie. I'm not going to hold anything back out there. I don't expect you to. If you do, I'll be very upset.
This is it for him. It's daunting. You know, this is his last professional wrestling match. And I got to go out there and do whatever. It's my turn to go out there and do it. Because this is all about him. You know, I need to be the
Be right
best
back.
one I can be, the best friend I can be for him.
I got nothing but respect for you as a man, as a pro wrestler, and as a father. But I'll tell you this, brother. I ain't going out like no pump. So either you pull the trigger, Eddie, or I will. It's a battle between brothers within the system. It's the final dance for JDC. His last match in professional wrestling up against Eddie Edwards, his friend of 20 years.
There's nothing more romantic than starting your career with someone and then ending it with them.
Not gonna lie, guys. The waterworks, they're welling up. They're welling up here. This is a very high intensity, high emotional match. I mean, what do you guys think? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling sadness, but I'm also feeling happiness. It is his decision to walk away from something that he's been doing since he's 15 years old. I'm super close with both these guys. JDC's also been a locker room leader, and he's been a true just guy to go to for different things. And I really think he's going to get lost with emotion. And that you got to still be focused. Everyone on your last match oh, he's going to lose. But what if he wins? You really, like, that's the one thing that I don't get. Like, he is fighting his last ever match. Just go out there. You have nothing left to give.
Someone mentioned it earlier today. Not everyone gets the luxury of choosing when their last match is. A lot of times it's forced upon us when our bodies give out. But this is his choice, and I do believe he's going to leave it all out there tonight. He's going to give us everything that he has left. So I'm going to go with JDC.
Yeah, he has won on the biggest of stages, but this is going to be emotional, and I can't see it going any other way than him coming out victorious.
Yeah, I know JDC way back, and he's one of the most passionate wrestlers that I have seen. So tonight I do believe that he's going to leave it all in the ring, and it's amazing that he made this decision to step away. So this is his last dance. JDC all the way.
And Ash, you didn't have that ability to have a last match and in the prime of your career. Like, how is that weighing in on you?
Yeah, no, it's very emotional watching that. It's very emotional for him to know going into this that this is his last match. I didn't have that. It was kind of, I never knew it was going to be my last match. So it's very difficult for him and a lot of emotions. I see him backstage, he's wiping those tears away. And emotion may take over, but I feel like he wants to put it out there and show that he can leave on a high.
Yeah, from this panel, and I think I speak for everybody in the locker room, we just want to say a big thank you to JDC for everything that he's done, everything that he's given to this business, and everything that he's given to you guys, to the fans. I know that this means the world to him. He loves this just as much as the rest of us. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting something. Okay. It seems as though another match has been added to the countdown to Genesis based off of a confrontation that happened earlier today. And we have footage of that confrontation. Let's take a look at that and how this all went down right now.
So tonight, ladies, it's Genesis. It's going to be your night, like every night is your night. I mean, right?
Right. Robert, I told you extras this week. They really picked from the bottom of the barrel.
Don't they always know?
You stop flirting with me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Nice sneakers. God, they really just let anyone in here. Stop flirting with me. God.
Hi guys, I'm Vicky. It's very nice to meet you.
What's going on? Do you work for the Navy or something?
Oh, no, I'm a wrestler. I'm here for opportunities.
Oh, an opportunity. We were just talking, Mila and I needed someone to carry our bags to the locker room. So you just
right down the hall.
handle that for us. Thank you so much, Melissa.
I didn't mean that kind of opportunity. I meant like a match or...
Oh, I got a great opportunity for you here. Pick that cup of coffee.
No, we're not doing this anymore. Tessa, stop acting like you own this locker room.
Oh, come
You
on.
don't.
First of all, I'm a former world champion. You're going to speak with me in super snack.
Yeah, I know you're a world champion. And guess what? I've beaten you. Hey, I heard you're looking for an opportunity, yeah? Yeah. Indy Hartwell, nice to meet you. Want to tag with me tonight and take down these bitches? Hell yeah.
Excuse me? These are what? You better watch your mouth, Indy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the personal concierge, and I would like you to shut your mouths when I'm talking to you. Just a few days ago was the premiere of AMC, and it's all over the headlines. It's on Yahoo News, radio and television. Everyone is talking about the Elegance brand. So it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you your new sheriffs in town, your new TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, escorted by
powerful group in all of TNA is bigger, better, bolder than ever. And now, look at this Shizzle Adonis thing on the other side. My goodness.
Heather and M, now two-time Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, having defeated the Inspiration this past week on the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact live on AMC right here in this very building in Dallas, Texas. And it was also the same night Mr. Elegance was revealed to the world.
That's what I look like with hair. Like if I let this thing grow, that would basically be a mirror.
At excellence. I want you to take a look at elegance. Now hold on. Let me smell this. Oh, incredible. They smell incredible, which is more than I could say about all of you here in Dallas. You all smell like a bunch of dirty, filthy pigs smothered in barbecue sauce. Now, unfortunately for you, they will not be competing tonight, but they wanted to grace you with their beautiful and wonderful presence. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be sitting VIP front row in some seats none of you can afford for this next match. So grab your cameras and cell phones and get your pictures so you can immortalize the Elegance brand forever.
Forever! Forever! Forever!
Bring up the next match.
Terry Funk's rolling over in his grave. So it appears we're set for Knockouts Tag Team action here on the Countdown to Genesis, live in Dallas, Texas.
Following tag team matches scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Robert Stone and Victoria Crawford, the team of Mila Moore and Tessa Blanchard.
I feel bad for Peter Roseberg having to deal with Robert Stone all the time. Unfortunately, we inherit him on a regular basis. I don't know why, but it appears that Tessa Blanchard, Victoria Crawford, and Mila Moore have become biggest needs.
That's right. Tessa Blanchard taking Mila Moore under her wing, so to speak, a couple of months ago, and quite frankly, is paying off for Mila Moore, getting more exposure, getting more ring time, getting more time in front of the camera than ever before, teaming with this group.
And their opponents, first from Belleville, New Jersey, Vicious Vicky.
So it's great to see Vicious Vicky again here in TNA Wrestling. She competed on Impact not too long ago and has also competed on Explosion here in TNA Wrestling. She was completely disrespected by Tessa Blanchard earlier on.
And her tag team partner from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Well, she got some backup in Indy Hartwell, who was not too pleased with the behavior of Tessa Blanchard and company. Offering to give Vicious Vicky the opportunity she very much wanted here in TNA, but they might not want to make it chew here. Blanchard, Moore, of course, with Crawford and Stone out here. Got the numbers advantage.
To your point, well, they biting off more than they can chew. Ask the Inspiration, who had to deal with the situation that was, what, 5 versus 2 this past Thursday night with Impact live on AMC.
Blanchard, my math is actually a little off because there's, of course, Tessa Blanchard, Mila Moore in the match, Robert Stone, Victoria Crawford, and then all 4 members of the Elegance brand at ringside. What is that? It's carry the 1. It's like $1 million on 2.
Yeah, this is weird. I'll put it that way. Great, except for this impromptu matchup, I have no idea what Mr. Elegance is, really. I'm still trying to figure this out. I gotta admit, I'm really confused. across the board.
I mean, that's muscle man Tai Chi, Tom. You never seen it before? Oh, not surprised.
That's
Arnold
hilarious.
Schwarzenegger on total. Here we go. This tag team matchup is underway, and this is a friendly reminder. You still have time to use the promo code Genesis26 to get 10% off the TNA Plus VIP annual membership. That includes every TNA pay-per-view in 2026, especially Genesis. This code expires at midnight Eastern tonight. And to watch.tnawrestling.com. Subscribe.
It's just Vicky starting this matchup. It's a bold move. Of course, Indy Hartwell has more experience here in the main events of TNA and the like, but given this opportunity, exactly what she said, she would give an opportunity to Vicky here tonight. Look out.
And Indy Hartwell having some fun at Blanchard's expense and a kick out. Remember, Hartwell defeated Blanchard at Slammiversary this past summer.
Let's not forget, there's also a lot of personal history between them as well, but everybody seems to be just getting on Indy Hartwell's back. I mean, it was the Elegance playing on Thursday. It's Blanchard and company today.
Not too long ago, it was Doomsday Danny Luna who defeated Indy Hartwell in a critical dog collar matchup that initially set up Luna for a TNA World title shot at this event. Danny Luna, unfortunately, not able to be here due to global visa issues. He recovered and a kick out there. Vicky trying to put this thing away.
Mom, you know how Google makes your, like, takes a bunch of pictures that it thinks are alike and makes it into like a little clip show?
Referee
He did that with pictures of stuff on the truck.
Moore's got to be careful, doesn't get her team disqualified with the illegal contact there. What do you think about Blanchard or Crawford's team?
Unpredictable, absolutely devastating. They have all the flash. They're a ready-made star team. They're knockouts tag team champions here. Maybe the Elegance brand needs to look out, especially with the veteran instincts of Tessa Blanchard leading the way.
Here comes Tessa Blanchard, who has a ton of history here in Dallas. Last year at this very event in this same building, had a hell of a matchup defeating Jordan Grace, and it was many years before that that Tessa Blanchard captured the TNA World Championship from Sandy Callahan, making history right here in Dallas. Oh, my goodness.
Nearly everything there is to do in this company. And Mila Moore, somebody with so much untapped potential. Like it or not, many people don't. But under the tutelage of someone like Tessa Blanchard, the sky could be the limit.
Blanchard, a two-time world champion, the female in the TNA World Championship and a former TNA Knockouts World Champion. While they're the reigning Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Elegance brand. What's going on? Does Personal Concierge look older today than he did 2 days ago, or is it just me?
I mean, his skin looks better than yours, Tom.
That's not true.
Finkelstein does incredible work, keeping everybody in tip-top, nip-tuck shape. All right?
I understand the show Nip Tuck was inspired by an old Personal Concierge back in 2003.
Her Personal Concierge was born in 2003, Tom.
I think he's pushing 70. Right now, Moore, Blanchard, and Crawford are in complete control against Vicious Vicky here on the countdown to Genesis.
This is Vicious Vicky wanted an opportunity. She is getting all of that and more. Mila Moore, to be specific.
Taking a look at what's coming up. This coming Thursday night on Impact Live on AMC in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sitting ringside is M by Elegance, Indy Hartwell in action. Those two will go one-on-one this coming Thursday live on AMC. Also, for the first time in over 2 years, Feast or Fired is back. We're going to see title opportunities collected, and someone is going to get fired. Also, this is an incredible singles matchup. Jeff Hardy will go one-on-one with Mustafa Ali of Order 4. How they fare in their respective matchups tonight, we'll have to wait and see. Also, the newest member of the system will be revealed. Remember, tonight is JDC's last ever match of professional wrestling, and Curtis has said he'll be there in Albuquerque to be a part of the reveal of the newest member. And also, we'll hear from the newest knockout signed by Daria Ray. The suit, Elena Black, will be live on AMC this Thursday in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com.
This absolute clinic continues in the ring right now. Vicious Vicky has been cut off in the past from Indy Hartwell for a good several minutes. The hope is getting lower and lower by the minute as Tessa Blanchard now once again back into the fray.
I was very curious to see how this match would go for Blanchard and Moore. Their last outing was a loss against the Warriors last month. And you said before, Blanchard electing to take Moore under her wing. Victoria Crawford as well, trying to mentor Neil Moore.
That's right. With those teachers, those mentors, how could you not be successful in a place like TNA?
Depends on your definition of success. If you want to be a pariah in the locker room, then definitely talk to Stone Crawford and Blanchard.
Hey, you get opportunities.
What's going on, Chris?
Time to get camera time, to get time with the bosses, the executive suits, the people that matter. Those are the kind of doors that Blanchard and company unlock for something like you.
So you get to get this out.
Hey, whatever gets the Benjamins, baby, whatever gets you in the room where it happens.
You have access to the executive bar. Just help yourself.
I had access to things you couldn't even dream of, Tom. And Indy Hartwell seems to keep running into trouble with people like that, including Blanchard and Co. and, of course, the Elegance brand.
Stopping on the left leg of Vicious Vicky.
It's a lot harder to get away.
Yeah, a website, Cage Match or something like that, rated it really bad, but they're deriders of AEW. They love AEW, so that's why they do it.
They got it. Hartwell turning this matchup completely on its head.
Shot right to the midsection there.
Good for them, whatever.
Look out, Spine Buster by Hartwell.
Fired up here. Look, there's another.
Spine on the pile. There's the cover. Stacking up Blanchard, but left shoulder up in time.
Now Hartwell completely turned this matchup around. And now, looking to maybe put the finishing touches.
When you get hate, you know you're successful.
Robert stands up in the air. Crawford takes out Vicky. The referee never saw it.
Yeah, but let's see what happens tonight. Let's see if Mike Santana keeps the title.
What the hell?
Hartwell and Am go one-on-one this Thursday on Impact. Oh my God! Maybe Hartwell just got taken out by the Elegance brand. There's Buzzsaw, Blanchard and Moore get the win.
Blanchard gets the win.
Take a look back here at the conclusion of this matchup. Hartwell got tied up on the outside with the Elegance brand and back inside. Tessa
I love Tessa Blanchard. I wish she was could win the tag team titles, which I don't think is going to happen since the Elegance brand just won the tag team titles. Maybe because she could go. I don't want to see the Knockouts title get hot potatoed anymore, though. I'm tired of seeing the Knockouts title get hot potatoed.
Well, this is just the beginning of the action. Everything gets underway officially at 8 p.m. Eastern, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus here at Genesis.
Experience TNA wrestling like never before with TNA Plus. Relive memories that inspired a generation.
I hope the show doesn't cut out tonight on TNA Plus.
Countdown to TNA Plus. You haven't seen it until you see everything. Plan starting at just $9.99 per month.
Oh, sorry. I wish I could say that I was surprised, but I know firsthand exactly why that happened.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on from all that because we still have a lot more to talk about, including a match that's been a long time coming. AJ Francis versus Rich Swann.
Yeah, but that's what pays the bills, brother.
Team partner, former member of First Class. Now the state of First Class. I guess the question is, will AJ be flying solo from now on?
I watched Rich Swann destroy the whole First Class set, and Rich Swann is one of the most underrated professional wrestlers out there. I've wrestled him, he's beaten me, and Rich is top 10 in the world. Trust me when you wrestle him, and every wrestler in the back or everybody who's wrestled him knows that to be a fact. AJ Francis is going to get his big ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, we know that AJ Francis is a force.
Tessa Blanchard don't need to go nowhere.
Rich Swann is a former TNA World Champion.
I don't want to see the knockout title get hot potatoed
exactly what
anymore.
Rich Swann is capable of, and I feel like for a while we lost him. We kind of lost the true Rich Swann, but the Rich Swann that I've seen lately, oh baby, he is back and better than ever. I'm taking Rich Swann.
I love it. I talked to both of them in the back. AJ Francis is so cocky. I think he's actually taking this match a little too lightly. But on the other hand, Rich Swann is so focused. I mean, Rich Swann is at the top of his game. I got Rich Swann.
So I'm going to leave my vote up to the crowd. Who wants to see AJ get his ass beat? Who's all for Rich? There's my vote, Rich.
Well, it sounds like a Rich Swann clean sweep right across the board. I can't wait to, well, you guys already said it. Watch AJ get his ass kicked. It's gonna be great. But there's even more great action. Another tail whooping I'd like to see is we've seen a lot happening between Ryan Nemeth and Mara Sade, and it all comes to a head tonight. I mean, we saw what happened this past
Oh, I hate
Thursday
that. I hate
on
intergender
AMC.
matches.
He came after some of the AMC stars, but the AMC stars, they took it to him, and now Mara is going to take it to him tonight.
I hate intergender matches.
Genesis. Tommy, how do you feel about this match? Who are you picking?
Ryan Nemeth is one of the most entertaining people, but he also is one of the most annoying people. And Mara has kicked his head so many times. I don't even know how many super kicks he's eaten. This is going to be a tough one because, again,
Brian Nemeth versus
bigger than Bully Ray
Mara
Stomach.
Sade.
So,
I don't want to see
I
it.
don't know.
Careful.
I don't want to see it. I hate women versus men matches.
Ryan Nemeth is a fool. So I think everybody agrees with that. Though, in this scenario, you got to be careful. And Ryan Nemeth, I think this leads to Ryan Nemeth leaking something out at Genesis. I really do.
Ryan just wants to be relevant. He tried out for Mr. Elegance. That didn't work. So I'm girl power all the way, Mara. 1 or 2 more super kicks wouldn't harm him.
Or 3 or 4 or
maybe
5
10.
or
Super
6.
kick party.
Have
his brother come down to the ring and get super kicked too.
I will never forget the comment that Ryan made about my bangs, and I will never let him live it down. So
I think let's just see you go out and super kick him.
Yeah, I can do that in heels.
You're taking this way too personal.
Sorry.
I thought it was like DDP's bang, but that's a whole other, Also, by the way, I gotta say, I love this new version of Ash, like kind of.
They just name drop. Tommy Dreamer just name dropped DDP.
Obviously, your career has ended. I really do think you make a great broadcast analyst or other
What do
things.
you guys say? Full time?
Well,
there's a new sheriff in town, right?
I'd love to sit down and talk with you more about that, but we've got just a few more things to talk about here tonight, including a
I like Josh
face-off
Matthews.
between
I like Josh
Elijah
Matthews.
and Mustafa Ali. We know he'll have very interesting matchup. We know a horse got involved last time, and I mean, we are back in Texas. Who knows who's going to be kicking this time? It's not Elijah's first rodeo. What do you think, Tommy?
I'm going to go the unpopular vote, Mustafa, because of Order 4. They're always doing
Mustafa
things,
Ali.
and Elijah's by himself.
I'm a bigger fan of Mustafa Ali than I am Elijah.
Whoa. You say he's by himself, but I want to know who wants to walk with Elijah? He doesn't sound alone to me. I know I want to walk with Elijah, so he's got my pick. What about you, Dave?
Order 4 is unpredictable. As Tommy said, they're going to be in the corner, but I'm with you, Gia. Elijah has the fans of Texas behind him tonight at Genesis. I think that's going to be just enough to pull out a victory.
Wow. All right. So I do have to agree with Tommy on this one. Although I do want to see Elijah win, I think he has a crowd behind him, but I do see Agent Zero has been in his corner, and you just never know what is up his sleeve. So, Mustafa.
I think that is a fair take. We know how dangerous Order 4 can be, but we're going to have to see how that all plays out later on tonight. We are just a few minutes away from Genesis. I know everybody is excited about the night, all the action that's to come. And man, I just want to get everyone's final thoughts. No predictions yet, because we will be giving our predictions later on the show. Predictions for tonight's main event, the Texas Death Match. That will be later. But anyone's final thoughts? I mean, Nick Nemeth is going to be a major player in this matchup, and we know.
My fear is that Mike Santana retains and Nick Nemeth cashes in and walks out world champion.
Mike Santana, he's got a lot to prove here tonight. So
Nick Nemeth cashes in.
Final thoughts ahead.
You know, they can really make Mike Santana look really strong if Nick Nemeth cashes in and still doesn't win.
Mike has really
They got a chance to really make him look strong.
He did it on Thursday night, so I gotta see and read how they're feeling back there. I'll let you know in a bit.
Listen, Mike Santana has always fought from behind and has come out victorious. Frankie Kazarian's an OG, but Nick Nemeth as the special guest referee.
Disgusting.
I don't know. I mean, something unpredictable may happen in this main event tonight.
Yeah, unpredictable is right, but I do want to remind everyone of the rules of this match. Of course, it is a Texas death match, no disqualifications. A wrestler must be pinned or forced to submit to initiate the count. After a pinfall, the downed wrestler has a 10 count to stand. If a competitor cannot stand by the count of 10, the match is over, and that will determine our winner. It's going to be an incredible night of total non-stop action, guys.
Let's go.
Thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you for tuning in to the Countdown to Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for a night of TNA.
There's the FBI warning saying if you record this or pirate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able for the playing of our national anthem. Welcoming Texas's own U.S. Army veteran, acclaimed singer-songwriter, Romeo Vaughn.
Can you see? And by the dawn's early light, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, and whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they gave through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
The TNA on AMC era has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans from coast to coast, welcome to the house that AJ Styles built. It is older than ever.
I'm not here for a popularity contest, so I suggest you stay the hell out of my way. My name is Daria Ray, and I'm the suit. So you shut up when I'm talking.
Bold, alluring, and toxic. Who's taking a late lead on the open challenge for Genesis?
Or a warrior in every aspect. However, the thing about Sasha is she's got a warrior of her own.
And it looks like it's going down. Zarya face to face with the Knockouts World Champion Lei Ying Lee.
Things are gonna get weird at Genesis.
Battle between brothers within the system. It's the final dance for JDC. His last match in professional wrestling up against
The Texas Death Match is going to kick ass. I just hope the outcome's good.
The only thing we want is to beat you and delete you from TNA.
the righteous.
I hope the Righteous Hardys match is good too. I hope the Righteous Hardys match is good.
Mike Santana is back on top.
Mike Santana's going to bleed like a stuck pig.
Facing Mike Santana for the TNA World Title. And since we're in Texas, it's gonna be a
Texas Death Match.
But there's gonna be one small little change. Nick Nemeth is gonna be the special guest referee.
TNA Wrestling comes to you live from the Lone Star State. This past Thursday, we kicked off the TNA on AMC era right here in Dallas, Texas. We welcome you to one of our marquee pay-per-view events here inside the Curtis Caldwell Center. And in the words of the phenomenal AJ Styles, we are bigger, better, and bolder. TNA Wrestling is proud to present Genesis.
And we kick off this evening's proceedings with TNA's public enemy.
AJ Francis.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Pioneer City, Maryland, weighing in at 333 pounds, AJ Francis.
Francis joined by musical artist and streamer Prime Time on his entrance. This was last month. This was just heartbreaking, Ray. Well, we saw the end of the first class penthouse because AJ Francis was spending his time running his mouth about about Rich Swann, his former partner within First Class. Rich Swann not only shut down the penthouse, but he also destroyed that record of AJ Francis' dear summer.
It was a damn crying shame. Not only is First Class done and dusted, the penthouse was burnt to the ground.
On top of that, AJ Francis is representing one of the handful of NFL franchises he once played for, the Washington Commanders. He's in Dallas Cowboys country here, of course, in Texas. He's not making any friends. Shocker.
And he ain't trying to because he don't need to.
And his opponent from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 180 pounds, Rich Swann.
Rich Swann knows how to get the hometown love. He's rocking Cowboys gear tonight in Dallas.
A little bit of a return to form for Rich Swann here. A little bit of all night long for the folks here in Dallas, Texas. Free from First Class, back on his own, standing on his own 2 feet.
Tonight we have multiple first ever singles matchups plus 3 more championships to be contended for this evening here at Genesis. Swann and Francis about to go one-on-one for the first time.
Rick Swann versus AJ Francis. AJ has a good record of working with littler guys and having good matches. He had a good match with Leon Slater.
As a tag team, AJ Francis always wants everything to be about him. Hashtag TNA Genesis. Get involved on social media. The world is watching live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in 175 countries. Early on, AJ Francis wanted a down payment chokeslam, but Swann is fighting back.
Never turn your back on AJ Francis, but Swann managing to turn this one around. He's given up a lot of size in this matchup. He's going to have to push the pace.
Oh, man.
Francis launching Swann.
Oh.
Able to send the 330-pounder into the
Rick Swann's fucking awesome, man.
Rich Swann has unreal agility. Let's not forget that
Rich Swann. I said Rick.
in his own right.
Rich Swann.
Former TNA World Champion, former TNA X Division Champion as well. I believe AJ Francis
Oh, that was great.
is jealous of the success that Swann has had.
I don't think AJ Francis is going to be jealous of anybody considering what he brings to the table.
Here we go, baby. He's going to fly. He's going to fly.
Swann, maybe hit the pay window. He's going here. Hold on.
AJ Francis catches him in midair.
Oh, look out. Was going to the down.
What's going on? What's going on?
Swann has suffered that before.
Holy shit!
Francis.
What the hell was Rick Swann thinking?
Francis is disrespecting.
Rich Swann. Why do I keep calling him Rick? That's insane, man.
Francis has had this coming.
Look, there's no doubt
Did you
about it.
freaking see that?
A second thought about First Class being all about AJ Francis. But to your point, some of his partners maybe should have. But either way, Swann has a chance now to put that all behind him with a big win here tonight.
Swann, oh, big kick right to the face.
Chris, did you just see what Rich Swann did?
Initiating this matchup, our opening contest this evening here. Capacity crowd here at the Curtis Colwell Center in Dallas, Texas. Oh, man, a big shot. Francis calls that DMD.
And he ain't talking about Dungeons and Dragons, folks. I can tell you that much.
Anytime AJ Francis makes a move, he's got to brand it in some capacity, Ray. Well, that's what he's all about, those money moves.
That's right. We're talking about a mid-ring mogul right here. We're talking about a guy making moves, branding everything. Everything's an opportunity. Everything is about that money, money, money.
He's got his buddy prime time on the outside. I have to ask a question. Do you think First Class is over and done with ever since Swann destroyed the penthouse?
Look, we may not see it in name as far as a team or a unit, but in my mind, AJ Francis is First Class. Whether he wants to invite someone in is up to him.
Uh-oh. Swan was going for the crossbody.
Oh man, that's
Look at the
awesome.
strength of
AJ Francis is insane. He'll be world champion one day. AJ Francis will be world champion one day.
Well over 100 pounds to his opponent. Just tossed.
Swan's fought uphill his entire career. He's often been the underdog. Right now, he's about to get a taste, a little bit of Tennessee whiskey, courtesy of Francis.
Francis enjoying his handiwork. I said it before, I think AJ Francis is jealous of the success that Rich Swann has had in his company. He wishes that he could have been TNA World Champion at the time that Rich Swann. Tuning into this company during a tough time around the world.
And right now, AJ Francis is a big reason people around the world, including on AMC every Thursday, are tuning into TNA.
New stage, new era, new time. TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC every Thursday, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern. Swan trying to break free of the clutches of AJ Francis. Francis wants that down payment choke slam. He's attempted it a number of times in this match. It speaks to the threat that Swan poses. Oh, and Swan went face first on the floor.
Insane.
Well, Swan knows Francis
Good
so
match
well.
so far.
He saw
Good
that
match.
down payment coming. He fought valiantly, but all it takes, one hit, one swipe, one move from a guy like Francis to shut everything down. That is the danger.
The referee beginning his count. Swan is sort of kind of taking it back inside the ring, or else Francis will capture a count-out victory.
Hey, this one ain't about titles. It's about winning. Francis will take any win he gets.
Count of 5 from the official. Swan starting to stir. Count of 6. Francis seems content.
Ready for it.
Count of 7. Swan's got to hurry.
Swan, he's on wobbly legs.
Count of 8.
I don't even know where he knows where he is.
Count of 9. Swan dives back inside. The match continues.
Notice the look on Francis's face as soon as that happened. The indignation, as if to say, really? How dare you dare to step foot back in this ring with me?
Francis taking a little bit too much time taunting the crowd, and Swan able to take advantage. Oh, and a boot right to the face by Francis. There's a cover hook to both legs. Deep cover here, and Swan able to kick out.
Count out Swan's resilience, that's for sure, but for how much longer? Take a look
That
at
boot
this.
was awesome.
Right to the face, inside out goes Rich Swan.
Think about the complete lack of respect and gratitude AJ Francis has had for other members of First Class. Casey Navarro, alongside Francis, challenged for the TNA World Tag Team titles in a ladder match at Slammiversary. Navarro did that on a torn ACL. And meanwhile, Rich Swan was willing to look past all of Francis' flaws and try and get First Class off the ground. And what happened? When Swan had to go away from this company, did Francis bother to call him? No, not until Francis needed him this past summer when he was kicking Navarro out of First Class.
Hey, look. This is about what have you done for me lately? And you take any opportunity that comes your way. You can't get stingy. Oh, you didn't call or text me. No, this is just stop striking. AJ Francis gave Swan a chance to strike. And he struck right there.
Little kick back there by Swan. Rich Swan is one of the toughest outs I've ever seen in pro wrestling. Tremendous toughness. Hitting the cutter there.
That cutter was awesome.
Absolutely beautiful.
On another level, Swan coming to life here.
450. Is it enough? There's the cover. Oh, power up there by Francis.
There's no doubt about it. In his time away from TNA, Swan got his life together, got himself together in the best shape of his life. The most athletic man in the world pulling off moves like that 450. But can it be enough tonight to put Francis away.
What is going on?
Swan going back up top here in Dallas, Texas. And he put away AJ Francis and put First Class to bed for good.
Dangerous territory.
Oh, launched by the throat.
Oh, we've seen Francis pull this one out of the back pocket from time to time.
Think about the world's largest moonsault. Look at Swan. Look at Swan. Oh, and a big clubbing right hand there by Francis.
Maybe a little bit of hubris there from Rich Swan.
Swan's strong as hell, but still.
A bold move, and now Francis perhaps thinking superplex.
And now Francis, I believe, mocking the memory of the late great Eddie Guerrero here in Texas with that shimmy. The people here in Dallas hate that shimmy.
Swan able to. Oh, wait a second.
Swan is biting Francis, and the referee warning Swan. Swan could have gotten disqualified there.
Gotta be careful there. Put them choppers away. But hey, it did the trick. It got Francis off his case.
I don't agree with it, but the referee giving a warning to Swan. Oh, that's hand fell. The man in there.
Good God.
Swan somehow kicked it 2.9.
Take another look at this. Francis like a javelin catching Swan out of the air. The TFL nearly cut Swan in half. But Rich stays in the game.
Francis again going for the down payment again. Swan has an answer for it. Oh, hold on, caught up. Francis
Protecting an Alabama slam almost, but Swan blocking.
Swan had a hell of a grip there. Oh my God, up onto their shoulders. Oh dear God. Styles clash.
AJ Francis trying to be the only AJ that matters.
We have the privilege to have the phenomenal AJ Styles with us this past Thursday to kick off Impact Live on AMC, on our premiere on AMC. The disrespect by AJ Francis. He's even another Styles clash.
One is good, two is better, but Swan trying to fight back.
Destroyer!
Francis falling in half.
Cover!
Two.
Francis is still alive!
Francis like in the spine after that. God, his knees hit his jaw.
A 330-pound Dallas Destroyer.
Now Swan has a moment here.
Splash! Swan with a splash!
It took a lot out of Swan though. Francis rolled over. Precious time here.
There wasn't too much time. Francis got his foot on the ballroom. The match continues. Prime time putting it out.
Francis, his height, his reach advantage paying off big time. Great awareness.
What a way to kick off the action here in Dallas and Genesis. Hold on. Swan got caught. Oh, a down payment. A reverse down payment.
Stole first and now time for the OG.
A colossal choke slam. The down payment by Francis connects. Francis is on top.
Here is your winner,
Jay Francis.
Francis takes out Swan. Is he truly first class?
Take a look back at how this one went down at the end. That reverse choke slam of sorts, and then followed up by the original, the patented down payment from AJ Francis to put Swan away.
A hell of an effort tonight by the former TNA World Champion Rich Swan. I asked him before, what do you think the future of the first class franchise could be?
I mean, if AJ Francis Francis keeps making moves like this, keeps having decisions go in his favor like this, making things happen like this, it's exactly whatever he wants it to be. Francis moving into 2026 in charge.
A tremendous opportunity for all of us here in TNA Wrestling. The TNA on AMC era began this past Thursday night right here in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to Ringside. He's the Drama King, Matthew Ray Walt. I'm Tom Hennepin. This is the A-Game Hydration Announce Desk, and we invite you to use the promo code TNA15 and get 15% off your purchase of A-Game on Shopify. What a start to this evening. We have plenty more.
What's going on?
Come this evening at the Curtis Colwell Center. We just saw Rick Swan fall to AJ Francis. Elijah will go one-on-one with Mustafa Ali this evening. Elijah had plenty of setbacks caused by Ali in order for his recovery. These two settle it tonight.
And it is one final dance. The last match of Johnny Dango Curtis, and he shares the ring with his system brother and real-life friend, Eddie Edwards, one last time tonight at Genesis.
Meanwhile, Ryan Nemeth likes to run out, and for months, Mara Shade has been shutting it up with a bevy of super kicks. They finally go one-on-one here at Genesis.
And the TNA Knockouts World title is on the line. An open challenge accepted by NXT's Zarya as Leighton Lee defends the title.
There's been a vicious cycle caused by the righteous here in TNA Wrestling, and the Hardys have suffered for it. Matt and Jeff were willing to put the TNA World Tag Team titles on the line to battle Vincent and Dutch tonight.
Well, say his name and he appears.
Unfortunately, he appears.
In TNA, filling in for Leon Slater, Joe Hendry takes up
Boo.
Cedric Alexander and moves in triple threat match.
And in our main event, Mike Santana will have to defend his newly won TNA World Championship against the former champion Frankie Kazarian in a Texas death match. However, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Nick Nemeth, is the special guest referee. I want to take you back to what happened on the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact Live on AMC just 2 nights ago here in this very building in Dallas, Texas. In the main event, Mike Santana got his long-awaited rematch for the TNA World Championship and was able to dethrone the self-proclaimed king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian.
Santana.
For more on tonight's main event, the Texas Death Match, here's Gia Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, your TNA World Champion, Mike Santana. Mike, tonight is the night. Texas Death Match. How are you feeling ahead of tonight's main event?
First and foremost, Gia. Hey, yo, Dallas, what's good? Let me keep it a buck with all of you. This past Thursday, Frankie, you gave me the fight of your life. I gotta give props and respect where they're due. But tonight, Texas Death Match. You know me better than most, and you know I thrive in these trenches. I live in this pressure. So I hope and pray that you bring in that same fight tonight. But Gia, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that reached out to me after the momentous win on AMC. My family, my friends. But the most important phone call came from the person that means the most to me in this world. Listen, the hardest thing I ever had to do was go home and face my baby girl after losing this. But when I picked up that phone on Thursday, she said one thing. We back, Papi! Day after day.
How can you not support this guy?
I'm going to continue showing why I am the illest and realest to ever do it. Let's get it.
How can you not support him?
Well, coming up next, another rivalry that's gotten very personal over the last couple of months. The notorious
illest and realest
Elijah
to
goes
ever do it.
one-on-one with Order 4's Mustafa Ali.
suffering a torn left triceps. Then it was in December at Final Resolution in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA. Plus that Elijah got some payback in the midst of an 8-man tag team matchup. The lasso in El Paso. He dragged Ali out of the building.
And he wasn't done there. It was last week. The horse shenanigans continue. A national tragedy in my book as Elijah chased all of Order 4 around and out of the building. A nightmare that ends tonight at Genesis.
And just 2 nights ago on the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact Live on AMC, the Hardys and Elijah got the win against Order 4 in a 6-man tag team matchup. Ali has plenty of motivation coming into Genesis tonight. Going to go one-on-one with Elijah for the first time in over 6 years.
Walk with Elijah.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the open roads to the bright lights, he's the man with a song in his soul and fire in his veins. The king of the 6th string, the mystic cowboy prophet, the drifter. Give it up for the one and only Elijah.
Elijah's set for his first singles match in 6 months. Wait a minute, the Great Hands charging after Elijah. Down goes Skylar and Hutch.
Immediately, Order 4 trying to make an impact before this match even begins. But there's the bell.
The bell has rung. This match is officially underway. Per referee Atlas Lane, it's Ali and Elijah one-on-one at Genesis. Elijah knew coming into this he was going to have to be aware and at times have to combat Order 4 just going one-on-one with Ali.
Let's not forget, equine equation out of everything. Ali has had the number of the Notorious Attraction on multiple occasions, slamming a guitar into the arm and back of Elijah.
Power bomb and Ali able to survive here in the early stages of this matchup.
And Ali looking to have the number of Elijah yet again here tonight at Genesis.
Elijah suffered a torn left triceps on NXT this past summer. The last time he had a singles match, he was challenging for the TNA World Championship and against all odds against then champion Trick Williams. So it's been some time. He had his first match back this past Thursday. What do you think of Elijah's performance? It's great to see this once again with so much time away.
Look, I thought he looked great, but it is a hard thing to get back into that shape. You can do all the cardio you want. You can jump on a treadmill.
Hold on, Skylar trying to surprise Elijah. Elijah looking out for Hodge. That is very smart by Elijah.
Look, but even more than your cardio shape, you got to look out for things like this.
Oh, back elbow there by Hodge. Hodge sending Elijah into the apron, but Elijah has answers.
Look out! Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, wait a minute. Track down Elijah.
Awesomeness, awesomeness.
Let's not forget, Elijah had come back from that triceps injury in November when we were in Orlando, seemingly about to come back, about to get cleared as you watch Ali strike from behind. But it was on that night that Ali took his frustrations out on Elijah with the guitar, furthering his recovery time, which has led us to this night tonight.
Remember, it was Order 4 that lost in hardcore war up against the system and Bound for Glory back in October. In November, it was Ali who was extremely frustrated, was trying to get Order 4 back on its feet, building momentum towards the future, and he wanted no part of Elijah's concert that evening. You can see now Ali targeting the previously injured left tricep.
Of course, and why wouldn't you? It basically might as well have a giant taped X on that triceps. So in Elijah's head, besides just getting into ring shape, getting back in a condition to fight.
Standing moonsault hook to the leg here.
Nice.
There is Elijah.
Elijah living in the back of his mind.
So, Elijah, I mean, it must. Oh, Ali does not suck. Elijah's pretty awesome, but Ali does not suck either.
Taking away what Elijah loves.
No doubt about it. And look, let's just put it all on the table. Elijah is someone who's constantly in the way of getting to the world championship. Don't think this
I like both of these guys. I like Elijah. I like Ali more, but I like Elijah.
Rivalry last year between Mustafa and now TNA World Champion Mike Santana. Santana has a ton to deal with tonight.
That was nice.
Texas Deathmatch defending the title in our main event. Let's also not forget, I just mentioned it, Elijah's last singles match in his company was for the TNA World title. It's going to be 2 men eyeing the World Championship scene.
No doubt about it. They'd be fools if they weren't. Long count, though.
That classic Ali rolling neck breaker.
The interception by Ali to perfection.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Ali got caught by Elijah.
Great wherewithal there from the notorious attraction. Ali really dumped on his head.
Take a look back here at some of the action. Watch back here, screen there. Ali able to intercept Elijah and hit that neck breaker right now. Both men down here in Dallas, Texas at Genesis.
Now start slugging out.
Awesome. Awesome match so far.
Size and strength. Ali, in my opinion, has the strategy, has the speed as well.
Oh.
It don't have to be pretty, but it can be effective.
Oh, look at this. The agility there of Elijah.
Oh. Oh.
Well, the notorious attraction.
Ali seen stars here in Texas.
Standing switch there by Ali. Size and strength advantage. Ooh, to Elijah, but a bell clap there by Ali from behind.
Nice.
By Elijah.
Ali might be out.
Covered on the right shoulder off the mat, just in the nick of time.
Mastermind. Order for Tasha Steele's nearly having a heart attack on that one. Take another look back. Watch this knee catching Ali right in the jaw. Nearly taking him out. But Ali stays in this fight. What does Elijah have to do?
Oh, wait a minute. Is it time for the Highwayman's farewell? That pile driver we've seen from Elijah.
And Ali trying to shut Elijah. Arm first into the turnbuckle there. Look at that strength, though. Great strength there.
Nice.
Driver. Finally. Up to the
Two
inside.
kick out.
Does it enough? No, Elijah will not give up.
Ali wants to put this one away, wants to end it, wants to put Elijah in the rear view.
Go to the top turnbuckle here. Could it be time for the 450? The rest of Order 4 looking on. Able to roll through as Elijah got out of the way. Hold on a second. Twisting in to the Highwayman's farewell.
Is that enough?
Wait a minute. Ali able to branch out. Down goes Ali, but the match continues.
Just enough strength to get to his feet. But how much more is left within the leader of Order 4?
Elijah trying to eliminate those who have tormented him for months now. Ali and Order 4 trying to clear his path forward here in TNA Wrestling.
Elijah just getting down and dirty here.
Chop.
Nasty, just
Chop.
Ali.
Depositing Ali on the top turnbuckle. Elijah thinking heavy offense here. This has been a hard-hitting affair between these two tonight in Dallas.
No, come on. Ali biting at that triceps. What is going through the mind?
Elijah trying to get a a hold of Ali.
No way.
Got the highwayman's farewell from the top turnbuckle. Oh, that was a great hands. Skylar Hodge steals as the attention of the referee. The great hand saved Ali. Well, Elijah fighting off Skylar Hodge and a drop kick by Ali.
A plan executed to perfection by Order 4. Actions, remember, have consequences.
Oh, wait a minute. Elijah was laying in wait. Down goes Ali. Are you kidding?
1,
Sky
2.
Oh, wait a minute. The referee was pulled out of the ring by Special Agent Zero. Special Agent Zero has been ejected from ringside.
Good hands are having a connection.
Every arrow slain. And they just kick Skylar Hodge out as well.
They still won because they expressed their
Baby in the ring. Steals with the guitar. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, the guitar to the spine.
Good God.
Steals escapes. The referee never saw the guitar shot. Ali defeats Elijah.
Here is your winner, Mustafa Ali!
Once again, the aptitude, the precision of the plan from Order 4 executed to absolute perfection.
Take a look back at the conclusion of this. Special Agent Zero, Skylar and Hodge were ejected. The referee was tingling back.
I like the delivery. Oh, that was an awesome shot too, man. An awesome camera shot.
Once again, Ali with a guitar shot to Elijah one more time. Yet another example of Ali having one up on Elijah.
Pure awesomeness. Pure awesomeness.
Did Ali just dig his own grave? Or has he altered his career trajectory for the better? Well, the action continues here live at Genesis. In just a matter of moments, it's a battle of brothers. Eddie Edwards one-on-one with JDC. It's Curtis's final dance tonight. After 27 years of memories, Johnny Dango Curtis's in-ring career comes to a close.
So my wife slash handler and I have been talking a lot lately over the last couple of weeks, and we decided that after Genesis in January that I'm going to be retiring from in-ring action. I spent a lot of time being ungrateful in this business, but right now I'm telling you that I'm very grateful for my last couple of years here at TNA. This is the best locker room I've ever been, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart.
One more dance for Johnny Dango Curtis.
I'm a little nervous because I know we're going to kill each other in that ring. I love you like a brother, Eddie. I'm not going to hold anything back out there. I don't expect you to. And if you do, I'll be very upset.
This is it for him. It's daunting. You know, this is his last professional wrestling match. And I got to go out there and deliver. It's my turn to go out there and do it. This is all about him. You know, I need to be the best opponent I can be, the best friend I can be for him.
I got nothing but respect for you as a man, as a pro wrestler, and as a father. But I'll tell you this, brother. I ain't going out like no punk. So either you pull the trigger, Eddie, or I will. It's a battle between brothers within the system. It's the final dance for JDC. His last match in professional wrestling up against Eddie Edwards, his friend of 20 years.
There's nothing more romantic than starting your career with someone and ending it with him.
The system. The system.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Systems from pounds, Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards has the unenviable task of having to potentially beat one of his best friends in his last match. The old question of can you pull the trigger in those last moments? More than 20 plus years shared together up and down different roads. It is Eddie Edwards' chance to share one last match with his friend.
And his opponent, representing the system from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 230 pounds, wrestling in his final stance, JDC.
You and I have known Curtis for well over a decade. There's a tremendous video that JDC shared on his social media earlier on today. He carries the memories of so many moments and people with him everywhere he goes. I encourage you to check out the video that JDC has put out there because we got to see it as a TNA family earlier on today. I'm sure it'll be out on our TNA social and digital platforms very soon. There's not a dry eye in the house. And if you've never seen Curtis really take it all in like this,
Born Kurt Hussey, he left home at 16 years old to join the circus that is professional wrestling. Whether you do it as Johnny Curtis, the Portuguese Sun Dragon, Fandango, one half of Brizango, Chet Cheddarfield, Dirty Dango, or JDC here in TNA, he has been up and down every damn road.
you talk about how Curtis entered professional wrestling at the age of 16. He was born in Westbrook, Maine, and Curtis spent the first 16 years of his life raised in a trailer park in a town called Standish, Maine. Got to know Curtis very well over the years, and for him to even make it out of there, rise to worldwide stardom, it's a tremendous accomplishment in and of itself. And you can see the respect here between these two, and Curtis trying to surprise Edwards.
Hey, he said, I'm not going out like no punk. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to give everything I have and leave it out there.
And just because these two are friends for well over 20 years doesn't mean that there's a little gamesmanship here. And I got a lot of respect for Curtis rocking the Terry Funk-inspired gear tonight in his final match of professional wrestling.
Right here in the heart of Texas, apropos. JDC Dango is one of those people. You can talk to anybody who's ever interacted with him. He's that person who you are always happy, always puts a smile on your face. Everybody enjoys their time with JDC. He is truly one of the boys. He's one of the crew. And he made you feel like that too.
We had the chance to speak to both these men ever since this match was announced. To their recollection, they have never faced each other one-on-one. Absolutely astonishing considering they were once a tag team in the early 2000s. That's how they met. Kind of grew up together in the independent scene in Massachusetts and New England. They formed the Team Tap Out. We're going to talk about that not too long ago on Impact.
A lot of history between these two. But to your point, the first time ever, one-on-one will be the last time ever.
JDC obviously rose to prominence in WWE all the way to the peak of WrestleMania. However, does have roots in this company dating back to 2003. Competed on TNA Explosion.
Just a young kid looking for an opportunity. Now, here in his last match.
Oh, drop kick there by Curtis.
I've known Johnny Curtis since my first days in wrestling. Back when he was down in Florida Championship Wrestling at the time. The day I walked in the door, he was there.
Oh, chop across the chest. So it's early 2000s, and Edwards and Curtis, when we first got to know each other, first became friends. We spoke to Eddie earlier on today. I said, what was your first memory of Curtis? And he was like, I can't repeat the story exactly, but basically it made me laugh pretty hard in the locker room the first time I met him. He's like, I knew I was going to like this guy. And then you had JDC going off to his opportunity with WWE. Eddie Edwards went on to Pro Wrestling Noah and made history. So the paths would only cross every so once in a while. But ironically enough, Eddie Edwards' wife, Alicia, was known JDC longer than Alicia's known Eddie.
And just when she was about 13 or 14 years old, hanging around the wrestling scene in the Northeast, wanting to get into the business herself. Yeah, met JDC before even meeting Eddie. And now, we heard Eddie Edwards earlier today, backstage, talking about their lives. It truly come full circle. Eddie and Alicia now married. They have a child. Dango himself just got married, leading to this life decision. They're all coming together in these final moments. It's very apropos as they are bringing out the best and the toughest in one another. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. That's exactly what Dango said. Don't you do it.
Saw how Curtis tried to surprise Edwards early on in the matchup. Eddie is paying the favor. Talked about it. Dango said on Impact this past Thursday, on AMC, if you don't pull the trigger, I will.
Eddie Edwards more than happy to bring all of that and more.
Oh, and a power slam there by Dango. Here's the cover, shoulders down, kick out at one. Been incredible to watch the evolution of the professional and the person. As of the 19th of this month, JDC will celebrate 7 years of sobriety. And is now wife a year into that. He's completely changed who he is. And many of us have argued in this industry that he's doing the best work of his career now, 27 years in. It's incredible.
Go out on top. Go out when you're feeling good, when you're feeling like you. That's the dream. To go out on your own terms, to pick your moment, to pick your day, not have it taken from you like it has so many of our brothers.
Feel the intensity starting to ratchet up a bit. Back elbow there by Curtis. Edwards stacked. Going right to the side of the head.
This is exactly what Curtis wanted. He wanted the best Eddie Edwards there had to be. Bring everything.
Down goes Curtis. Gonna have to regroup. JDC wanted this matchup against his brother Eddie Edwards. And now Edwards on the move. Now remember, Eddie Edwards is a 2-time TNA World Champion, former GHC Heavyweight Champion, first Gaijin to win that trophy, win that championship, excuse me.
Out here, towards behind Dango in his last match. He's like, even Eddie Edwards is behind Dango in this last matchup, even though Eddie is trying to be the victor. They say sometimes you hit your own brother harder than you hit your worst enemy. It's a strange little love language we have in pro wrestling.
Eddie Edwards rolls back in, resets the referee's 10 count. One shot right to the midsection. Curtis continues to respond with these chops.
Answering back everything Eddie gave him and more. Curtis said he would do the same thing. He's going to bring it all.
Belly to back suplex, spine first into the hardest part of the ring goes Eddie Edwards. These are two competitors. They're putting it all on the line. JDC, this is the end of the line.
Leave no doubt, leave no question unanswered. You wrestle like there is no tomorrow.
Edwards able to retaliate. He went back first into the apron. Oh my God! And now his right hand smashed off the steel post.
That could be a broken couple of fingers right there.
Oh!
Like a true veteran. Dango takes advantage.
Oh, chop right to the chest again. Edwards with a straight headbutt. Out of 6 here from our referee, being lenient given the circumstance. Down to 7. Curtis rolled back inside the ring by Eddie Edwards.
Back in the ball.
Got all of them there.
Felt that myself more than a handful of times from JDC, reveling. Eddie Edwards here.
That beauty shot that would have made Breezy blush. Now Dango back up to his feet. Oh! Those chops. Pain not only, yes, rattles
Chop.
your core, rattles your chest cavity, but still the pain radiates right down your collarbone, down your arms.
The longer this match goes on, the heavier these are getting.
Chop.
The more pumps they have
Chop.
behind them.
Chop. Chop.
Now Eddie Edwards off to meet Curtis there with a back elbow. Slowing up his momentum. But Curtis in pursuit with an uppercut. Get this! Throw right to the face. JDC sending Edwards to the outside.
And he's not done yet. Look out!
Curtis takes flight.
Awesomeness. Awesomeness. Awesome. Pure awesome. JDC. 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 Pure awesome. Beautiful.
Flying through the air. He meant every word he said leading up to this one.
Down to 2 from our referee, Daniel Spencer. Both men over the count of 10 to get back inside the ring so the match can continue. See how much these two have dished out in this matchup, the amount of punishment each man has absorbed.
Cool,
The match
cool.
continues.
Here we go.
Hard uppercut. But oh, Edwards had an answer.
Edwards follows. Oh, caught in the middle turnbuckle there, and an uppercut right to the back of the neck there by Curtis.
Great wherewithal from Dango there. Look out!
A leg drop from the outside. Here's the
No,
cover.
2 count.
Leg, and a kick out there by Edwards.
Dango really pulling out all the stops here. He's truly leaving it all in the ring.
Take another look here. A leg drop right across the throat, but still Eddie Edwards able to stay in this thing. We heard moments ago how JDC has said himself he spent a lot of time in this business being ungrateful, but he's truly grateful for TNA Wrestling, for this locker room, for the pride within the system, and this
What is going on? How you doing? Oh my God. Is this 2 count? 2 count.
Cover, kick out by Edwards.
2 count.
A combo there, though. The tornado DDT into the Falcon Arrow. Dango pulling every trick out of the toolbox.
Jam-packed Curtis Colwell Center here in Dallas, Texas. We kicked off the TNA on AMC era this past Thursday in this very building here in Dallas, Texas. What a night it's been thus far at Genesis, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus around the world.
Fighting off Edwards from the top away.
Nice.
Thunderbomb. Here's
2
the
count.
cover. This is the end for Curtis and a kick out.
Both these guys are having answers for each other every step of the way, proving just how well they know each other.
Take a look at this. Curtis launched off of the top turnbuckle, and Eddie Edwards was able to take advantage of it. You gotta wonder at this point the matchup, yes, the damage that each man has absorbed, but still the emotions have to be running high.
You know, Eddie Edwards said he would, but you have to wonder what's going through his head, what's going through his heart. And when the time comes, does he have it in that final shot. Edward now trying to slow it down, trying to maybe tap out.
Is JDC going to go quietly into that good night? Or JDC is not going to give up.
With a smirk on his face, he ain't done yet.
JDC is in his happiest place on earth, in the middle of a wrestling ring.
With one of his closest friends in the business. Look out!
Oh, he caught him!
Oh, wait a second.
On the way. Flashbacks to WrestleMania. The lion-hearted JDC with the walls.
Right to the back of Eddie Edwards, one of the biggest rivals on his biggest stage. Is this enough to put Edwards away? Is he gonna tap?
Edwards trying to get to the bottom rope now, turning things over onto his back. Curtis trying to reposition for the wins. Oh, Edwards might get him here on a kick out.
Great counter, but
oh, Codebreaker! From his biggest win to his final win, perhaps now a kick out.
What a series, though.
What is going on?
JDC.
What a sequence by Johnny Tango Curtis.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Great respect shown by the fans here tonight live in Dallas, Texas. Johnny Tango Curtis is going to call it quits after this, but he wants to go down the winner.
Now heading up to high-risk territory here. Edwards finding a way to fight back, though.
Edwards trying to create any little bit of space here in a difficult situation. Top turnbuckle. Edwards trying to draw Curtis close, but it cost him.
Wait a second.
Oh, God, dangerous situation here. And a leg crash over the top.
Is this it?
Eddie Edwards is still in it. JDC can't believe it.
Pulling everything he can out of the playbook from the top. Still not enough to put Eddie Edwards away.
But not everything. Edwards is down. Is it time for the leg drop? Time for Danny Dirty one more time, but it missed. Boston Knee Party. Cover. Oh, and a kick out. Curtis kicked out of the Boston Knee Party.
What is up?
Are you kidding me?
Awesome match. Awesome match.
When was the last time we saw somebody kick out of the Boston Knee Party? Take a look. Edwards got all of it. We thought the career of JDC was over.
That move helped make Eddie Edwards a two-time TNA World Champion, and Johnny Tango Curtis on his final night in this business isn't going to go away quietly. Another Boston Knee Party. Another kick out somehow.
And you heard Eddie Edwards say, please just stay down. He doesn't want to have to keep doing this to him, but Dango's going out with the biggest fight of his career.
How is Curtis still in this thing? Brothers to the end. Oh, God. Wait a minute now, Edwards going into his arsenal, going for a die-hard driver. Another Boston Knee Party. Johnny Tango Curtis's career has ended.
Here is your winner, Eddie Edwards.
back at the conclusion of this matchup, you could see JDC inviting the end, courtesy of his brother of over 20 years, Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards was able to pull the trigger. But this is the end of the line.
Dango said to us, I'm not going to miss wrestling. I'm going to miss the wrestlers. And there is not a damn wrestler that has met this man in their entire career and hasn't enjoyed every solitary second that they have spent with him. The professional wrestling world is a better place because of what Johnny Curtis brought to it.
Tonight at Genesis, Curtis calls it a career.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. Well, right now it's time for the TNA Genesis Injury Report presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Elijah is currently undergoing evaluation by the BioFlex team after re-aggravating his triceps during his match earlier tonight with Mustafa Ali. Further updates on Elijah will be provided as they become available. The former TNA World Champion and two-time TNA International Champion Steve Macklin is currently out of action following the attack by the NXT Outlaws last week on Impact. Macklin is being held off of Genesis as a precaution. However, Macklin is scheduled to return to in-ring competition this week in Albuquerque, New Mexico on TNA Thursday Night Impact live on AMC. Following the disturbing events on the premiere of Thursday Night Impact live on AMC this week, the Hardys were evaluated by the BioFlex medical team after a calculated attack by the Righteous. The BioFlex team has confirmed that both Matt and Jeff Hardy are not at 100%, but are cleared to compete and will defend the TNA World Tag Team Championship tonight against Vincent and Dutch. This has been the TNA Genesis Injury Report presented by BioFlex.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take one more second to say an absolute sincere thank you to everything JDC brought to this company and to pro wrestling. But folks, you saw it there at the end of the injury report. Things got grotesque between the Righteous and the Hardys this week. Look away if you're squeamish as Vincent blocked the gauged ear of Jeff Hardy this past week on Thursday Night Impact on AFC. The screams of agony from Jeff Hardy.
What's going on, man?
One of the more uncomfortable things I think I've ever seen in TNA wrestling. Righteous will challenge the Hardys for the TNA World Tag Team titles later on tonight here at Genesis. We understand Jeff Hardy is doing okay and he is clear to compete later on tonight. But right now, I want to turn our focus to another situation that's been a little uncomfortable, I think. Well, specifically for Ryan Nemeth. The Hollywood hunk has been continuing to run his mouth and putting his foot in it. And then at the same time, Mara Shade has been super kicking Ryan Nemeth for months. Finally, Nemeth and Shade go one-on-one to settle this here at Genesis.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 214 pounds, Ryan Nemeth.
Now, this whole situation started back in September when Nick and Ryan Nemeth made the return to this company at the expense of the Hardys and Mara Shade. Ever since, Mara Shade has taken every opportunity to super kick Ryan Nemeth. However, it's gone even further than that. Ryan Nemeth was flirting with Mara Shade recently on Impact. Ryan did not read the room, and Mara super kicked him again.
Who did you pay in the truck to put that compilation together?
Kevin's awesome.
That's a travesty.
And his opponent from Dune City, New Mexico, Mara Shade.
For the first time ever, TNA Wrestling's going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico this Thursday, live on AMC, and this coming Friday, January 23rd. TNA presents Impact in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a homecoming for Mara Shade. But tonight, Shade to try and handle business, and we here in TNA Wrestling do things a little bit differently. An intergender matchup here. How does Shade topple Ryan Nemeth tonight?
Do you really want me to answer that? You're just going to wait to say, super kick, super kick, super kick. But I think people underestimate Ryan Nemeth. He is a national treasure. He is a hard-working man. He is a Hollywood and those Hollywood bozos on the Thursday Night Impact premiere on AMC mistreated him as well.
Tom and Gordon from the Dark Winds.
They are supposed to be SAG-AFTRA brothers, and they mistreated him.
And RJ Kyler from Night Patrol.
They should be fine.
And Candice Michelle.
All of them. And I hope Mara Shade gets what's coming to her. Look at this.
Oh, and Ryan Nemeth completely disrespecting Mara Shade. So Ryan Nemeth is a former TNA World Tag Team Champion. I can't believe it. He pinned Jeff Hardy in Rebellion last year to capture the titles.
Easy turning your back on something like Mara Shade.
Oh, now Shade, go for a sleeper. Oh, Ryan Nemeth quickly able to turn it around.
The hulking hump, Ryan Nemeth.
What's going on?
Hulking Hollywood hump, Ryan Nemeth. Look at the power.
Yes, that is the man whose last singles victory was against Krampus.
Yeah. He defeated the demon of Christmas, Tom. It's a supernatural being. You're acting like it's nothing.
Oh. Shots right to the midsection, trying to create a little bit of separation here, giving up a lot of size and strength, obviously, to Ryan Nemeth.
I think that's the first time you've ever called Ryan Nemeth strong. The athleticism of
he's loading up for a super kick.
Smart. Brilliant.
Imagine how much Ryan Nemeth has had to pay his Dennis in the last handful of months. Oh, wait a minute, Shade! Ludwig Nemeth!
Never once again taking his eye off the ball. Unfurling and never turning your back on your opponent if you can help it.
inside the ring. Sade, one of the bright spots, signing to the TNA Knockouts division last year, and Ryan Nemeth taking Sade off of her feet.
Taking a shot at Sade.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, look at this. Ryan Nemeth has control of Sade, dumping her spine first, where steel meets wood.
You love me.
Okay, that is not what's happening.
Did you love me, honey?
Call it controversial, but it could be a case of the old, when you were in like fourth grade, you like someone, you pull their hair, you poke at it, not that it's good. But maybe that's what Sade's doing with Ryan Nemeth. Maybe she's got a crush on him right now.
Oh, going for a very arrogant cover here, and Sade gets the shoulder up in time. What was your job?
Very delightful, okay? Not many dates, but I had a very pleasant childhood.
Oh!
Sade, defiant in the face of Nemeth here.
This is disgusting.
He's a Hollywood hunk, he's a show-off, comes from a family of show-offs.
Ryan Nemeth is doing this. Meanwhile, his brother Nick Nemeth, arguably the greatest wrestler on the planet, is the special guest referee and the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner for our main event later on tonight. Santana defending the TNA World Championship against Kazarian in Texas Death Match.
Okay, so what? You got talent runs in the family, clearly.
So Ryan Nemeth can lose here in Genesis. Nick Nemeth's going to walk out as TNA World Champion. The Nemeth family is the weirdest family in TNA. And now Sade, it's got a head of steam, crashing down in the corner with the Superman forearm.
Things around here on a Hollywood hunk. Look out!
Out of the corner, the DDT.
Well done, planted.
There's the collar, shoulders down. Oh, Ryan Nemeth just got the left shoulder off the mat.
Take another look at this. Sade, the tornado DDT. It planted Ryan Nemeth, but not enough to get the win.
Oh, to the eye. Ryan Nemeth having to go to dirty tactics just to turn things around on Ryan Nemeth. Or Sade, wait a minute, hold the ropes, and the referee caught Ryan Nemeth.
And Sade has attacked Nemeth from behind for weeks, for what it's worth.
What are you talking about? A sling blade.
All those sneak attacks, sneaky super kicks and whatnot.
She kicked Ryan Nemeth right between the eyes to his face recently.
After sneaking up behind.
Oh, stop it. Oh, a drop kick there by Ryan Nemeth. Down goes Sade awkwardly to the outside.
Nasty landing.
Oh, now Ryan Nemeth holding on to the rope. Here's the cover. There's the bell. The referee didn't see it. Ryan beats Sade.
Here is your winner,
Who's laughing now? Who's high now? The Hollywood hunk. That two didn't even need to use a super kick to get it done.
Ryan Nemeth cheating to beat Sade tonight in Genesis.
He is able to eliminate Sade with that beautiful drop kick.
Sade went down awkwardly amidst the ropes, and then watch this. He's got a handful of the chains. His arm is on the rope. The referee admittedly not taking a good position for the count. And still, the referee's decision is final. Ryan beats Sade.
It's in the history books. Deal with it.
But we see two Nemeths as winners tonight at Genesis.
Earlier today, my dad thought he was being clever. A four-way match? The odds stacked against my man? It's just another emotional decision. A man making decisions for a company with his feelings instead of with his brain.
Brain? You don't have a brain? You didn't want me to win tonight, did you, Santino? You wanted to embarrass me. You wanted to take this title away from me. You put me in the ring with 3 other guys, but I didn't just win. I shoved it right in your face.
Yeah, and it's time you start making decisions that benefit the business. What do you have to lose? You've already lost your daughter. You've lost your company's title, and you're about to lose your job to Daria Ray. And anything you put in my man's way, anything at all, it won't matter.
Because I'll still be your TNA International Champion.
Well, speaking of championship gold, it's time to put a title on the line. In a last-minute replacement, an open challenge was issued and accepted. And now, Lei Ying defends the Knockouts World title against NXT's Zarya.
As we get set for this Knockouts World Championship matchup here live in Dallas, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Remember, it was Danny Luna who was supposed to challenge Lei Ying initially here in Genesis. However, due to visa issues, Luna not able to be here. An open challenge was put out. It was answered by Zarya, who was challenged for 4 different championships between TNA Wrestling and WWE. The Knockouts World Championship is about to be defended live at Genesis. Zarya, accompanied by her tag team partner, Sol Ruka, the team known as Zaruka in NXT. Sol Ruka said this past Thursday on Impact Live on AMC that Zarya deserves this opportunity. Well, Zaruka has an opportunity this coming Tuesday live on NXT. It'll be Zaruka versus Ren QCC and Fatal Influence. A triple threat matchup will determine the next #1 contender to the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Elegance Brand.
And if things go her way tonight, Zarya will be walking into that tag team matchup already with TNA gold around her waist.
The Australian powerhouse, Zarya, has been consistently in championship contention between both these companies. And she capitalized tonight. Brought the Knockouts World Championship back to this company last month at the NXT Gold Rush at the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, winning a triple threat match against TNA legend Jordan Grace and then champion Kalani Jordan. We've seen how the Knockouts World Championship has been represented by both TNA and NXT stars. Could we see the title go back into the hands of an NXT star tonight in Genesis?
Every time we have one of these interpromotional battles, everyone is waiting on pins and needles.
What is going on? What is going on?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Sol Ruka from Adelaide, South Australia, Zarya. And her opponent, accompanied by Zaya Brookside. From Chongqing, China, she is the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Lei Ying.
time, the battle between TNA and NXT with gold on the line takes center stage here in the Impact Zone.
The TNA Knockouts World Championship, first introduced back in 2007, is the most consistent championship in women's wrestling during that time, representing opportunity and excellence. TNA has been a home for true opportunity in women's wrestling for decades. The TNA Knockout is empowered, athletic, beautiful, and captivating. It's about striving for more in women's wrestling. To be a TNA Knockout is to be a star.
Collar and elbow, a tough collar and elbow tie. They nose to nose go Lee and Zarya. A battle of power versus precision in this one.
Talked about it for a while. Lee might be the most dangerous striker in all of TNA. Over 8 long years to get to this point, to call herself a world champion in professional wrestling.
Caught at the pass here by Zarya. Back and forth in the early goings of this one.
Zarya charging at Lee. And the challenger able to drop the champion early.
Zarya, who debuted in pro wrestling in 2020, followed her brother into the sport actually in order to make a name for herself.
Look at the raw strength, which captured the imagination of wrestling fans years ago. Here's a cover trying to win the title and a kick out. We talked about how Zarya has challenged for a TNA title in the past. Well, it just happened in Australia on an independent event. It was Zarya up against then champion Jordan Grace years ago. So this is something that's been in the back of the mind of Zarya for quite some time.
Got about it. Could make that come true here tonight. But Lei Lee striking back literally.
Big drop kick there by Lei Lee. Trying to protect her championship ring and also protecting TNA wrestling. Sorry, able to dump Lee on the top turnbuckle.
TNA fans around the world sit on the pins and needles on the edge of their seat anytime there is a TNA versus NXT championship matchup. A little bit of PTSD from people like Trick Williams running roughshod over this company for nearly 6 months.
Now look at the strength of Zarya. As to the count of 5 and finally breaks for our referee, Paige Prinzavali.
That is the power of the warrior, Zarya.
Cover, trying to win the championship here. Lee able to escape.
Lee TNA Knockouts World Champion on the back foot now.
Back elbow there by Zarya.
Zarya really taking control of this matchup. Nasty clothesline.
Cover again, trying to capture the title and a kick out there, tuck the arm and everything.
Lei Lee proving resilience. The old adage, she hasn't come this far to just come this far. You said it. All those years worked to be at this level. Could it all go away tonight with us being bent in half?
Reminiscent of her fellow Australian Rhea Ripley.
And this is a version of the Texas cloverleaf here in Texas.
Oh, wait, look at the strike. Oh, and dumping Lee. Lee has hardly had a real opportunity to get out of the blocks against the larger competitor.
That was a great counter there from Lei. Trying to reverse that pressure, but was just dumped by Zarya right back into the cloverleaf.
Trying to put the pressure on the small of the back. Of course, the knee here with the submission attempt. Could Lee submit and give up the TNA Knockouts World Championship to Zarya like this at Genesis?
And once again, Lee fights her way up. Look at this.
Lee climbing the a ladder, so to speak, all the way up. Hold on. Oh, we're going to take down Doria. Great submission here.
Incredible counter work there from Lee.
Locking it low. Tried to lock in the STF, but blocked here by Zarya.
That's the power of the Australian Warrior.
Vanessa shoulders down again, trying to win the title, but Lee survives.
Battle of power versus precision really coming to fruition here.
Zarya into the top turnbuckle. NXT's Soul Ruka looking on. Lee's tag team partner within the Angel Warriors. Zaya Brookside in her corner to offer support as well. Lee lashing out those strikes. Shot right to the midsection, trying to double over Zarya.
Oh, what a kick! The striking prowess of Lei Ying Lee coming into favor here.
Heavy back elbow there. What a piece for that lady.
Great catch there. The Knockouts World Champion really starting to pick up some steam here. Turn this match around for himself and for TNA.
Now Lee loading up, rushing into the corner. Is it time?
All 10 of those hammer fists right to the top of the dome of Zarya.
Zarya looks rocked. But Lee, this is strong enough to get Zarya up. Trying to set up for that spinning face buster she calls Warrior's Way.
All that works in the back by Zarya early on. Maybe coming into play here.
Zarya with that pump kick, ricocheted off of the middle rope. With an opportunity for Lee, and she capitalizes.
Enough.
Trying to retain the title, tugs the arm. Zarya gets the left off the mat.
Going deep in this one. Look at the
What's going on?
by Lei Ying Lee, but it was not enough to put Zarya away.
So we said that Zarya deserves this opportunity. Oh, now again. Look at that sleeper. Trying to wear down the larger opponent. This is very smart by Lee. Late in the match.
Take away oxygen, you take away the ability to breathe, you'll lose all base, you lose all strength. And Lee squeeze tight enough. Zarya though, coming back to her feet here.
Zarya, oh my God!
A cannonball with the champion on her back.
Take another look at this. You're right, a cannonball of sorts. All that is one way to get your opponent off your back. There's a counter hook to the leg. We have a new champion right here. Now take out by Lee.
Lei Ying Lee. Truly, the heart of a warrior staying in this fight. Zarya has to be wondering what she's got to do next to put Lei Ying Lee away.
Tossed into the corner. Zarya in pursuit. Went for that big swinging clothesline. Hold on.
Lee up again.
Oh, now Lee to the outside, but dragging Zarya with her.
Bringing both of them out here. Dangerous part of the ring here.
Remember, the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. Not via count out or disqualification. Advantage to the champion. Lee.
Slugging it out here on the apron. Something's got to give.
Pump kicks. And now Zarya. Oh, spine burst into the apron.
Oh, God. Spine tingling, belly to back suplex onto the hardest part of the ring. What a matchup.
And there's the Elegance brand, Heather and M, the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, looking on. Could Saruka be the next #1 contenders to the champions? We'll find out this coming Tuesday live on NXT.
Elegance brand doing some preemptive scouting out here.
Going back inside, the referee Paige wins a volley. Overseeing this TNA Knockouts World Championship matchup. Soria with a spear! And this is what Big Joseph calls the zone of destruction for Soria. Could it be time for the tornado face buster? Oh, wait a minute! The referee went down!
Are you kidding me?
But Soria connected! Free as hell! Thinking about a new champion right there!
Referee. Oh, Ruka trying to get him to come to. Zaya Brookside now in the ring.
Fire Saul checking on the referee. Maybe the Elegance brand rushing in. What the hell? Oh! By Brookside and Ruka. Take out Heather and M.
And it looks like they're not done yet. Brookside going up top.
Saul Ruka alongside the Elegance brand. Wait a minute.
Zaya, take him to the skies. They were just out here scouting.
They decided to rush down to the ring. The Elegance brand stuck their nose where it didn't belong. In the middle of a championship match.
Look at us now. Fight the Elegance brand all the way to the back. Zara nearly had this match won.
But back inside the ring. Lane trying to get back to her feet. Soria and the referee back to her feet with a spear. Into the post. Come on, lady. Oh, a kick out there by Soria. Oh, what a headbutt from Soria.
Lee might be seeing stars now.
Soria favoring that left shoulder. Just spears the steel post. Now trying to end this against Lee. Couldn't get Lee up because of the damage to the left shoulder.
That choke, couldn't get it.
Another big right by Lee.
Oh!
Lee all the way up to the top turnbuckle. And puts him agility for the champion. There goes Soria.
What a move!
What a matchup for the TNA Knockouts World Championship here in Dallas at Genesis.
Taking a look at this top rope Hurricane Rana. Absolutely demolishing Soria here, but Lee too beat up to capitalize as well, showing just how much this matchup has taken out of both opponents.
Brookside and Ruka ran off the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Elegance brand. At one point, it looked like Soria could have won this matchup and captured the title had the referee not been down. This has been a hard-hitting affair for the Knockouts World Championship here at Genesis.
Face to face, nose to nose. Two warriors clash.
Soria's raw strength, Lee's iron will. What will win out for the Knockouts World Championship?
Back and forth.
Look at these two. Soria fight with one arm at this point.
And Lee dangerous with those kicks.
Up onto the shoulders. Once again, he's going for the face buster, but a DDT.
What a counter from Lee.
Lee spinning heel kick. That stunned Soria. But can Lee get Soria up? Went for this earlier. Yes. Oh, down goes Soria. Warriors way. Cover. Lee. At last, Soria.
Here is your winner and still the TNA Knockouts World Champion,
TNA president Carlos Silva inside the ring now to return the TNA Knockouts World title to the champion, Wei Ying Lee.
A battle well fought. A title well earned. Wei Ying Lee remains your Knockouts World Champion.
This was a hell of a performance by Zarya. Take nothing away from her, but this was chaotic. Remember, the Elegance brand tried to get involved. The Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, but Sol Ruka and Zaya Brookside took it upon themselves to clear the rest of the playing field. First Ruka and then Brookside fighting off the Elegance brand.
And that allowed Wei Ying Lee and Zarya to go back one-on-one, ultimately by hook or by crook, the Warriors' way. Just enough to put Zarya down and retain the Knockouts World title.
There was a moment where it looked like Zarya could have captured the Knockouts World Championship, but it's a testament to the fighting spirit in our champion, Wei Ying Lee.
Second year look. Zarya extending a hand, a sign of respect between a fellow warrior.
Well, hold on a second. There is Daria Ray's first signing to the TNA Knockouts division. Arena Black.
And the message couldn't be less subtle. She has her eyes on the Knockouts World Championship.
What does the future hold for Wei Ying Lee and the TNA Knockouts World Championship?
Wear your passion. Live your fandom. Show your style. TNAmerch.com, your one-stop shop for all things TNA wrestling. Shirts, hats, hoodies, and so much more. Get it now before it's all gone. TNAmerch.com.
Of course, still to come later tonight in our main event, that Texas death match for the TNA World title. Frankie Kazarian worked so long to get to that championship. What is he willing to do in this match to get it back?
Frankie Kazarian set to challenge Mike Santana for the TNA World Championship, who is rocking the same Taino Warrior paint. He wore it bound for glory, but the special guest referee could be the X Factor.
Tonight it all goes down. Absolute chaos, and I am in total control thanks to Daria Ray. Texas Deathmatch. And all that separates everyone is a 10 count. A 10 count decides who the TNA World Champion is. To sit back and watch as they crawl and scrabble and splash for every step of the way to make it to their feet.
But before that, the TNA World Tag Team titles are on the line. The Hardys have been dueling with the sick and twisted righteous now for weeks. Who will walk out with the gold?
Considered arguably the most popular and the most influential tag team of all time, Matt and Jeff Hardy's legacy will live forever. The Hardys sending a message. You will have to deal with the Hardys if you come to TNA.
Vincent, Dutch, the righteous are here in TNA.
Matt, Jeff, old Vincent and Dutch, we want to grow from you. We want to help you reach even greater heights. To reach
that potential you never knew existed. Vincent, Dutch, you two sickos have officially crossed the line. The only thing we want is to beat you and delete you from TNA. Oh my God! Death walks like Dutch.
Stop it, damn it.
The righteous want to destroy the Hardys and take their essence.
Not you, Stella.
This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. At Genesis,
The righteous.
will become new TNA World Tag Team Champions, man. Dig what I'm saying?
As we get set for this TNA World Tag Team Championship matchup, let's take a look at the taglines. Remember, it was back in Final Resolution on TNA Plus last month, and the Righteous first confronted the Hardys here in TNA. Vincent and Dutch abducted Matt Hardy during the steel cage match between TNA and NXT not too long ago, and the Righteous have completely crossed the line, targeting Matt and Jeff's families. The Hardys were willing to put their titles on the line to get their hands on the Righteous tonight at Genesis.
The righteous are coming.
Tag team match is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers from Gordon Ranch, the team of Vincent and Dutch, the Righteous.
The Manson-esque duo of Vincent and Dutch have claimed their entire journey here to TNA to confront the Hardys. I was out of nothing but love, admiration, and a desire to join and help the Hardys. But the way they went about it was not well received by the goats.
What is going on? How does that keep happening?
And their opponents from the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina.
Oh.
They are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Matt and Jeff Hardy.
The Hardys have dealt with literally everything in this crazy world of ours of professional wrestling. But now the goats have to handle the Righteous.
It's been a strange and twisted avenue, but wait a second.
Oh, look at this! Oh, I love this! The Hardys turning things around on the Righteous. If the Righteous want to play dirty, the Hardys are game.
Taking the fight right to the sick and twisted Righteous.
And this match is not yet officially begun. Oh, look at Jeff Hardy with the title belt coming out their Vincent looking for payback from this past Thursday Night Live on AMC.
Vincent, they think they can try to find that chain once again. This is absolute bedlam.
Dutch sent into the steel post. Jeff Hardy wiping out one hand of the Righteous.
The music's still blaring. It's like a concert of carnage out here.
It's a soundtrack to an ass kicking, and the TNA World Tag Team Championship matchup is officially underway here at Genesis.
It was the Righteous have kept the Hardys on their toes the last number of weeks. The Hardys have turned that around with the smirk on Vincent's face after all of it tells a different tale. Vincent leading with Jeff Hardy here.
Vincent is trying to apologize for what he pulled on Thursday. We saw again earlier on tonight. Vincent pushed the lock through the cage opening in Jeff Hardy's ear and chained So Jeff Hardy had to watch as the Righteous destroyed his brother now.
You heard from Vincent this past Thursday on AMC. He said directly, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. The Righteous seem to be obsessed with the Hardys. And basically, if the Hardys won't love them back, they're going to beat the love into the Hardys, maybe? I can only surmise.
Classic combination there by the Hardys. The boys from Cam in North Carolina going to work. Four-time TNA World Tag Team Champions to capture the titles back in Slammiversary. But it's been blessing for weeks straight. 1-2 Tag Team Championships leading to two men like Vincent and Dutch.
I don't know what it means. It means influence. I mean, it means power in the professional wrestling world. And Lord knows what a pair like Vincent and Dutch would do with that kind of influence.
Brawl first into the second row, and a line drop by Jeff Hardy. Perfect synchronicity of the Hardys. Jeff Hardy is legal into the ring. Vincent has even admitted in recent weeks that he grew up as a fan of Jeff Hardy. He has been inspired. His in-ring performances have often been reminiscent of Jeff Hardy. Is this just a crazy fanboy?
There's something more to it. I think that would be a disservice to a disturbing thing that has gone on to the level of methodology that the Righteous has put forward. It's much more dangerous than that.
Well, poetry in motion, I completely agree with you. Especially that twisted shrine to the Hardys and pictures of their families. It's absolutely appalling.
Mind of the Righteous. They're really trying to show their quote love and admiration for everything the Hardys do. They want to help them ascend, if you will.
So, next question. The Hardys are living legends. They've transcended professional wrestling. They're a part of Americana. They're a part of entertainment as a whole. Side effect there by Matt Hardy. How much further could they possibly ascend?
You heard it, Dutch.
Cover all in the shoulder up there by Vincent.
He believes there's some potential that the Hardys aren't even aware of yet. I'm not even going to try to break down what Vincent and Dutch think.
Awareness now, Dutch. The 300-plus pounder has got a hold of Matt Hardy. Now Vincent charging after Matt Hardy. On Vincent, a big frame ducking away, and Dutch able to level Matt Hardy. And now Vincent, the legal man, getting involved. The referee warned the Righteous for that illegal contact we just saw.
Vincent just right there, even now, I don't want to do this. These things they feel like they have to do to get through to the Hardys.
Like the referee backing off Dutch, who was trying to once again illegally strike Matt Hardy.
And even in this moment, when they have the advantage over Matt Hardy, you see Vincent, you see Dutch yelling at Matt Hardy, pleading as if we don't want to fight this way. We don't want this conflict.
Dutch, agile, dangerous, super heavyweight. Reminiscent of the likes of the TNA Hall of Famer Abyss. There are not a whole lot in this industry that can move like Dutch does at his size. Okay. And now Vincent rushes in with a flatliner. Does it cover? Shoots the half. Trying to win the titles in a kick out.
Crowd here in Dallas, Texas, firmly in the corner of the living legends, the Hardys, as if that was in any doubt. And once again, Vincent lecturing, leading with Matt Hardy. Sorry, why are you making me do this? Acting as if they're compelled by the actions of the Hardys. They're doing this against their will.
Just to talk about how the cycle will only continue. That cycle has been violent and disturbing. Mentioned it during the taglines, the fact that Vincent and Dutch thought it appropriate to abduct Matt Hardy in the middle of a steel cage match and then abscond with him. Jeff Hardy was as confused as he is.
Befuddling series of events.
No.
Right now, though, Dutch having no problem striking back when necessary as Vincent delivers a diatribe to Matt Hardy.
Warning again administered there by referee Alice Lane, the Dutch. Matt taking a swipe at Vincent, continues to chirp in his ear. Vincent trying to corral Matt Hardy that suffers a twist of fate.
That's a huge opening that Matt Hardy desperately needed.
The jam-packed crowd is calling out center here in Dallas. Firmly behind the coach, the living legends, the Hardys. Jeff Hardy to beat Vincent here with the TNA World Tag Team titles hanging in the balance.
Jeff Hardy, the charismatic enigma, completely turning this matchup around.
There's the cover hook to the leg, shoulders down, and a count out there by Vincent. Jeff Hardy measuring the sadistic Vincent. Wait a minute, look at this. Jeff Hardy twisting and bending Vincent. This is some payback, no doubt, for Thursday.
Thursday night, the gauge of his ear absolutely twisted and torn. Now trying to twist and tear Vincent in half.
A referee trying to separate these two middle of the ring, and there's Dutch.
And I don't know if you saw that. I think once Vincent had his finger in that gauge once again.
Oh, Matt Hardy smells Dutch from the outside. I think you're right.
That's how twisted this whole thing can get.
Couple of twisted fate sending Jeff into the ropes. Tag made by Matt. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Hardys. A plot twist.
Hit it perfectly. Is that enough?
To defeat the Righteous and hold on to the titles, but a kick out. Vincent, in one breath, apologizes, and in another moment, he's doing something so cruel. It's unimaginable.
To try to apply logic to an illogical scenario is a fool's errand, and that's exactly what the case is with the Righteous.
Shot right to the midsection. Is it time for another twist of fate? Hold on, Vincent. Vincent was thinking about a backside and the elbow right to the back of the head by Matt. And now Dutch trips up Matt Hardy. The referees have hands full here with the Righteous.
And swivel to the twisted plans of Vincent and Dutch. Matt Hardy, though, defiantly trying to fight back, trying to stay in this one.
Oh, there it is! Jeff walks! And a big shot there by Dutch with the jump onto the apron.
This could be the moment the Righteous need to win the tag team titles. If that's what they want. I imagine that would give them the ammo they need to enact whatever plan they want.
This is a critical opportunity. It's a 2-on-1 chance. Jeff Hardy's taking off the apron. The Righteous need to have a sense of urgency here.
Once again.
Oh, not this. A twist of fate by Dutch and a swatted bomb by Vincent. Could the Righteous beat the Hardys with their own game?
A horrendous homage, if you will.
Cover on Jeff Hardy pulling Vincent off the cover.
Now once again, the fight breaking down on the outside.
Jeff face first into the steel post. Now both Matt Hardy and Vincent go down center of the ring.
Same idea. Dutch, the one man left standing.
Oh, dear God.
Dutch staring a hole for Hardy. Thrown on the floor.
300 plus pounds. They won't let him drop his missed.
Good God!
Jeff Hardy avoided catastrophe.
Look at this. 300 plus pounds. Spine first. Did not hit its target. Dutch is in a bad way.
Matt Hardy and Vincent, the two legal men in this matchup, duking it out. The TNA World Tag Team titles on the line. But this is about so much more than a championship. This is personal.
Look out now. Do we see the original?
Game go for the twist of fate.
Yeah, Rick. This is exactly what we wanted. We want to hurt.
Dishing out the hurt to the righteous. Twist of fate.
And the tag to Jeff Hardy. You heard Doug say this is what we wanted. Vincent now reaching for Jeff Hardy.
Swanton bomb. The Hardys ending this cycle with the righteous.
You are your winners, and still the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Next Gen, the Hardys.
All someone was going to grab the championship belts and give them to the Hardys, but Dutch stopped Carlos. Back inside the ring is Vincent Spike.
Dutch. I don't think he's trying to take the titles. Is Dutch trying to hand the titles to the Hardys? A seriously strange turn of events in this tag team title matchup.
We're back to the conclusion of this matchup. The Swanton bomb delivered for Vincent to help the Hardys secure the victory and retain the TNA World Tag Team titles. In one moment, I thought this cycle was over between the righteous and the Hardys. We've seen this exchange. Dutch returning the titles to the Hardys. That sick smile on Vince's face. Is this cycle truly over?
There is much more to this story, I feel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now we want to turn our attention to a complicated matter. We are, of course, disappointed here in TNA Wrestling that we could not have the X Division champion Leon Slater with us here stateside due to the global visa travel issues. I'm sure the Hardys would have loved to have had Leon Slater here this evening in Dallas at Genesis, but Leon Slater, stuck in his home country of England, had a tremendous opportunity just yesterday in London, England, as a part of WWE's SmackDown.
Absolutely incredible chance answering the open challenge for the United States Championship against Carmelo Hayes. Leon Slater showing out like he always does. Came close to winning the WWE United States Championship Ultimately, Carmelo Hayes successful. What an outing for the X Division champion.
Think about the opportunities Leon Slater has had. He got to perform at Saturday night's main event as a part of the evening where John Cena had his last match, and then getting to compete on SmackDown and pushing Carmelo Hayes to the limit for the United States Championship. We are, of course, frustrated and disappointed we couldn't have Leon Slater here tonight at Genesis. However, the youngest in charge, the X Division champion, does have a message for everyone in TNA.
Yo, TNA family, it's the boy, the youngest in charge, your youngest ever X Division champion, Leon Slater here. And I just wanted to apologize to you lot, man, for me not being able to be at the AMC premiere on Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be with you guys tonight at Genesis either. And it's something that's out of my control and something that's out of TNA management's control. But I do want to say a thank you real quick to my brother Joe Hendry for stepping up and taking my spot in that crazy triple threat match tonight. And you know what, like, to be honest, on the topic of that triple threat match, as far as Moose and Cedric Alexander go, I'm going to make sure that those two guys get their shot at my X Division Championship as soon as I'm back. So TNA family, let's make this a Genesis to remember. You get me?
Wait till Leon Slater is back with us in TNA, but Moose and Cedric Alexander have to like that news. They're definitely getting their X Division title shot.
Oh, the teeth on the jam. Looks great, right? We're so rich Leon Slater to be here tonight, but it is, I guess, an interesting circumstance. Yes, the X Division Championship can't be on the line, but we do have this thrilling triple threat match on tap. Moose and Cedric Alexander will receive their opportunities at the X Division Championship in the future, but tonight they tangle with the global phenomenon, Joe Hendry.
Triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 252 pounds, a Innovation with the leads and two entries.
That was 1 year ago in this very building at the same pay-per-view event, Genesis. And Joe Hendry captured the TNA World Championship, and I will say he will go down as one of the most important TNA World Champions of all time.
It's hard to argue that. You said his name, he appeared, stepping in for the X Division champ.
Next, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
I had a chance to speak to Cedric Alexander earlier on in today, and he said, of course I'm frustrated. I was hoping to walk out of Genesis as the X Division champion. He won a 6-way scramble match not too long ago to earn the title shot, and he said, you know what, I get to get in there, let's get a little preview of that match to come for the championship, and I get to throw hands with Joe Hendry. Why not?
It's a hell of an opportunity, but it's a real right turn when your head was going into championship match territory with a different opponent. Even the best can get rocked by that. Let's see how Moose and Cedric Alexander adapt.
Moose has to be walking into this match with a heavy heart, having seen Eddie Edwards and JDC, his brothers within the system, do battle earlier on tonight. JDC wrestle his final match in this industry. But Moose has to focus on the here and now and stop building momentum towards that future X Division title shot.
He knows it's in his back pocket. He knows it's guaranteed, but tonight he's got to focus on a different set of opponents. Cedric Alexander remains, but Joe Hendry brings a bit of an X factor, unintended, to this matchup. It's supposed to be for the X Division Championship.
This is a triple threat matchup. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. First man in force position in the ring is the winner. Hendry, Moose, and Alexander ready to square off here at Genesis. But tonight we have some great company. We have Glenn Asper, the CEO and owner of Anthem Sports Entertainment, and of course on the left, TNA President Carlos Silva taking in the action this evening. And we want to sincerely thank Glenn and Carlos for all their hard work to make the TNA on AMC era begin this past Thursday right here in Dallas.
TNA's faithful here in Dallas, they remember a year ago when Joe Hendry's drowning.
Oh, the DDT by Hendry right out of the gates to Moose, and Alexander in pursuit. What a moment that was at Genesis last year. As Joe Hendry dethroned Nick Nemeth for the TNA World Championship, capping off an incredible year. Oh, the final sensation of 2024, I should say, rolling into 2025, took the TNA World Championship into WWE's Royal Rumble and all the way to WrestleMania against Randy Orton.
Final athleticism there from Joe Hendry. I say Moose had that incredible drop kick and showing up here in some of the best shape of his entire career.
He's running about 250 pounds right now and 6% body fat is Moose. But inside the ring is Hendry, who's tossing around bodies.
Turning his attention right to his opponents.
And now Hendry. Oh, we're going to see Pierre Hendry there for a moment.
Now you're watching it again.
Wait a second.
I don't remember.
Teamwork. Power bomb into the apron. Oh, and another power bomb into the apron.
Joe Hendry, nothing if not strong. We've always admired the strength of the former TNA World Champion.
We got to reinforce the ring aprons in Albuquerque this Thursday. Oh my God, Alexander! They've all leveled Joe Hendry.
This is what the X Division is all about. The true definition of total non-stop action.
Oh! Alexander sent chest first into the steel steps. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. Oh my God! Tailbone first into the steel steps. This eerily reminiscent of what happened to Moose just a few weeks ago on NXT, challenging Ethan Page for the NXT North American title.
Nasty landing for the face of the franchise. A ringside position immediately running over to check on Moose.
Hendry also showing concern. Take a look at this. This has been discussed by TNA Hall of Famer Bully Ray on Busted Open Radio. Concern for the series of back injuries that Moose has sustained throughout his career. This could be bad.
Joe Hendry.
Carlos Silva taking his seat. for this to happen, it's
awkward. And he go right up and straight on the spine there.
For this to happen, as we mentioned, this was supposed to be an X Division Championship matchup, and Moose is always willing to put his body on the line for this industry, for this company. Back inside the ring, Alexander looking at the referee, looking at Henry, saying, "We're going to keep going." The match does continue. It is a triple threat matchup, so this could continue without the third competitor. So I think all of us are concerned about Moose right now.
Even his opponents, they were showing some great respect and concern, but you gotta keep rolling, you gotta keep going. The show does go on.
Drop kick right to the back of the neck there by Alexander. Spoken to Moose earlier. He admitted it. I've been all losing streak as of late. He was really looking forward to this opportunity to change the course, but trying to get back in the win column tonight in Genesis. Now this is devastating.
Got him. Oh,
that big slam there by Hendry. There's the covered and kick out by Cedric Alexander. Exciting position. Jumping off moves, same position Edwards and Carlos Silva. Trying to get some help and get him back. Stay tuned to our social and digital platforms. That's why Moose's condition.
Cedric still trying to fight through here as Hendry with the big catch here. Still got the power of belief.
Oh, wait, raw strength of Henry. Alexander can counter it. The kick out. Oh, now the Michinoku driver.
Incredible strength.
Pull him back on the leg. Oh, my kick out there from Hendry.
Cedric Alexander knows he has that X Division title shot in his future, looking over, even still, where Moose is trying to just move a little bit.
I know on paper, yes, our opponents, but it's a family here in TNA, teammates at the end of the day. Like in any sport, if a teammate goes down, you're concerned about that.
This match does seem to know sincere bad blood going into this matchup regardless, so why wouldn't you feel a little bit of something? But again, Cedric, he's looking to build momentum heading into that future X Division title shot, wherever it may be.
Henry and Alexander in center of the ring. Credit to both these men trying to push forward here live in Dallas at TNA Genesis. Joe Hendry returning to TNA Wrestling, his first match in this company in a handful of months. While Cedric Alexander a chance to virtually go one-on-one here with the former TNA World Champion. Lee Moose is up to his
Oh, Jesus.
Are you kidding?
The expression on Lish's face.
I don't know if this is a good idea. Moose defiantly trying to stay in this matchup.
Now Hendry and Alexander. The Moose says it can go. Alexander and Hendry are happy to oblige. Oh, and a headbutt. Moose with the Uranagi. What the hell? At the same time, but somehow he kicked up.
You see, he's still feeling it. Still in agony, but fighting through. Is this a mistake?
Oh, put right to the face here by Cedric Alexander. Moose goes all the way up with a drop kick.
Credit where it's due for the heart of Moose. But at what cost? Live to fight another day, Moose.
Moose has a history of back issues. You better believe Joe Hendry is trying to attack that. Could have been setting up for that stalling suplex we've seen from Hendry over the years here at TNA.
Moose is willing to fight. He's willing to take a risk of injuring that back even more. See if it's worth it.
Moose is sending Hendry into the top turnbuckle. Moose trying to persevere despite the damage done to his back. I can only imagine what he said to Carlos Silva at our ringside position.
He's taking all the risk here. Willing to put it all on the line.
Oh my God, not this. Earl, if you're a competitor.
The guy on the other side is going to capitalize there. That's Cedric Alexander. Oh, I knew that was coming. I thought that was going to be the end.
Your point, Tom. Moose took a big risk hitting that superplex. It was countered by Hendry with one of his own, but unbeknownst to him, Cedric Alexander was primed on the top rope.
Oh. Alexander and Moose have known each other in this industry for over a decade. Alexander knows just how tough the face of the franchise is.
Ooh, look at that, even that. Normally Moose could do that with ease, but the effect to his back is affecting every part of his game.
Oh my God, man. Go to hell, delivered by Moose. They capitalize, however. The shoulder finally down. Alexander able to kick out. Moose was grabbing at his lower back. He couldn't get the color that he wanted.
Everything that's normally so instinctual. Take a look here. And his hands on it, but moving into the cover position. It's slower. It's more painful.
Now, Henry and Moose certainly have a complicated history here in this company.
Lord over the Once Upon a Time Digital Media Championship and more.
No dancing Moose tonight. Moose is in a world of pain. This is a hell of a fight right now between Henry and Moose.
Moose continuing to persevere here.
Oh my God, powerbomb, devastating the back of Moose. How in the hell is Moose doing this?
I mean, he kicked out, Tom, but I'm not trying to be insulting. I said there wasn't a lot of energy behind that kick out. Moose is hanging on like a thread here. How much more damage to his back can he stand?
Another kick up there by Hendry. All in into the waiting arms. DVD by Alexander. Hendry is still in this.
Alexander will not let go right into the crossface, center of the ring.
Great transition here by Alexander. Can he submit the global phenomenon in his first time in a ring with Hendry?
What a win this would be. Alexander is intense.
Henry hanging on. I thought he might have tapped out there a moment ago, but holding on.
Henry trying to fight through the pain here.
Henry stuck in his claw's face. Alexander trying to score the win and score momentum, rolling into an exhibition title shot. But wait a minute, Moose prevented Henry from tapping.
Not even letting Henry get the chance to tap out. Moose wants this match to continue.
I still do not understand how Moose has been able to continue.
It's an unreal performance. This is Moose's own personal flu game right here in Dallas.
Oh, wait, let's go for the Uranagi there. Couldn't get it. Alexander trying to put away Moose.
Moose staying in this fight repeatedly, though.
Sunset flip, wants to cover, holding us for a moment. Alexander!
Are you kidding me?
Put out the arm! Styles clash!
Look out!
Is that it? Is that it? Moose came down!
What resilience from the face of the franchise.
What a few days it's been here for TNA Wrestling in Dallas, Texas. 2 nights ago, we saw the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact live on AMC in this very building. And tonight, TNA's best and brightest are lighting things up at Genesis.
This is total non-stop action. The title may not be on the line, but this is the spirit and heart of the X Division.
Oh.
No doubt, Leon Slater stuck back in the United Kingdom, watching this match very closely. Alexander, everybody moves. Can Moose pull off the victory? Oh, a kick out by Alexander. This will be the proverbial come from behind victory.
And that's, my God. Look at the look on Alicia Edwards' face. She can't believe Bruce is still fighting in this matchup.
Moose has been on a losing streak as of late between TNA and NXT. Can he pull off the comeback of the century here in TNA? Oh, the Moose lined up with a spear, but the back gave out.
Is it finally too much? Is it finally one thing too many?
Oh, man.
Alexander against Henry. Henry standing out. To Alexander. Henry wins.
Here is your winner, Joe Hendry.
A comeback and a victory here in a TNA ring once again for Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry survives the chaos. Watch this. Down the stretch in this matchup. A spear by Moose to Cedric Alexander nearly ended it, but the man continued to give Moose issues. That lumbar check ended Moose's night, but it was Joe Hendry in the right place at the right time, able to capitalize and score the victory.
Great win for Joe Hendry, but the story of this match is going to be Moose rising seemingly from the dead, out and down, and somehow fought his way, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
What a privilege it is to see Joe Hendry back inside its TNA ring tonight at Genesis.
And it is clear the TNA faithful still very much believe.
What is next for Joe Hendry on his journey in WWE? What is next for Moose after a devastating injury this evening? How will Cedric Alexander regroup with an X Division title shot in the future? On our future, we're headed to Albuquerque.
Live on TNA Impact, destiny awaits in the return of Feast or Fire, who will chase the golden opportunity and risk their darkest nightmare. In Knockouts action, Indy Hartwell takes on M.I. Elegance. Plus, for the first time ever, Mustafa Ali goes one-on-one with the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. It's an all-new episode of Thursday Night Impact. Thursday.
Another incredible night of action live on Thursday Night Impact on AMC. And hey, if you want to join us for some live in-person TNA action, you have the opportunity. Of course, as we just mentioned, we will be coming to Albuquerque, New Mexico live this Thursday. And you can also join us the next day, Friday, on January 23rd for live TNA Impact action.
Now we have a mega on sale upcoming. The pre-sale begins on Wednesday, January 21st. The general on sale starts on Friday, January 23rd for our upcoming events in Nashville, Atlanta, and New Orleans. Complete ticket information is available now at TNAWrestling.com. Well, we're not done here tonight in Dallas at Genesis. Our main event is moments away. But first, it appears we are joined by our Director of Authority in battle, Santino Morelli.
Please welcome the TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella.
Good evening, Dalash. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more big match. The main event. This one's for all the cheese.
All the
Right
cheese.
now, I'm going to invite out our panel, and we're going to give our predictions on who is going to win the Texas Death Match. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our esteemed panel. Everybody looks so good tonight. You guys, the good-looking crowd came out. Okay, I'm going to give my prediction first because I have the microphone. So, in this style of match, this level of violence, I cannot bet against Mike Santana.
Mike Santana.
Mike Santana.
He thrives in the trenches. Mike Santana.
Wait a minute. The suit is here.
Dario Ray is overseeing operations while Santino is still Director of Authority.
My name is Dario Ray, and I'm the suit. Shut up when I'm talking. Little Timmy, nobody cares about your opinion or your prediction. No, we need to speed this up and get to the main event of the evening. Production, roll the tape.
It's the loud, proud, and fearless Marine Corps from the Bronx, New York, won the TNA World title for his daughter Mariana on her most important event, Bound for Glory, for a star who fought and bled to climb to the top, only for it all to be ripped away.
If you come for the king, you best not miss. And that man right there is the king of TNA. Santana immediately! How is he doing this? Oh, the Canadian Destroyer! Wait a minute! Spin the block! Are you kidding me? Mike Santana is back on top!
And there is Nick Nemeth, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, which means he can call his shot for a TNA title match of his choosing.
At Genesis, it's going to be Frankie Kazarian facing Mike Santana for the TNA World title. And since we're in Texas, it's going to be a Texas Death Match.
But there's gonna be one small little change. Nick Nemeth is gonna be the special guest referee.
Who will survive?
He can cash in a chance to win the world title whenever he wants. All he's got to do is turn that trophy in. And he's going to be the special referee.
There are no disqualifications. A wrestler must be pinned or forced to submit to initiate the count. After a fall, the downed wrestler has a 10 count to stand. If a competitor cannot stand by the count of 10, the match is over.
And right now, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Both men come into this matchup with something to prove. Mike Santana fought for months to right the wrong done to him months ago by Frankie Kazarian. Both men look to walk out on top, but the specter of the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Nick Nemeth, as the guest referee, will always be lurking.
Oh my God. Please welcome your
show still. Nick Nemeth is arguably the best wrestler in the world. He is holding the Collier Shot Gauntlet trophy, which he captured in part with Frankie Kazarian back at our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory in October. That trophy means that Nick Nemeth can call his shot for a TNA title match in his choosing anytime, anywhere. And Nick Nemeth has made it pretty damn clear he is gunning for the TNA World title tonight.
I have to ask, is there a better opportunity for Nick Nemeth with that Collier Shot trophy than to be front and center for a match like a Texas death match? What's going to be left of champion and challenger for Nick Nemeth to potentially pick off? Oh, it's a king who one more time seeks to capture his crown. Only 48 hours ago, Frankie Kazarian walked into the arena as TNA World Championship. A title that awarded him for over 20 years. If you think this man is walking into this match, into a Texas death match where he can do anything and everything, whatever he wants, then he won't take every maneuver he can, cut every corner, cut every bit of skin on Mike Santana's face if he has to get that title. You don't think he'll do that? He's got another thing coming.
Frankie Kazarian first got put in this company in 2003. He closed out the first episode of Impact, staring down AJ Styles. He encountered the phenomenal one once again this past week on the premiere of TNA Thursday Night Impact Live on AMC. He worked 23 years to become TNA World Champion and went away after 63 days. What would you do to get back? Just as he did at Bound for Glory this past October, the biggest Bound for Glory event of all time, Mike Santana is sporting Taino Warrior paint, reminiscent of his Puerto Rican legacy. Mike Santana knows he's walking to battle tonight against Kazarian with Nick Nemeth, the Collier Shot Gauntlet winner, moving as the referee. But Santana's battle-tested. The last Texas death match to occur in this company saw Mike Santana get the victory.
Mike Santana, no stranger to the Warriors' ways. And let's not forget as well, last year in this building, at this event, a barbaric matchup with then face of this company, Josh Alexander. An I Quit match for the ages. Santana stood tall, proving that Mike Santana rises above in the most vicious, the most violent, the most brutal of battles.
1 year ago at this event, Mike Santana took the mantle of the standard of TNA from Josh Alexander. At Bound for Glory, he proved it, becoming the TNA World Champion. It was hard to look at him in that same light after what happened in November. As the NXT Outlaws and Frankie Kazarian ready to win his dream, capturing the World Championship. Well, this past Thursday, live on AMC, Mike Santana proved that he is and always was the standard of TNA.
The following is a Texas Death Match for the TNA World Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Yucca Valley, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Frankie Kazarian. And his opponent, from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, Mike Santana!
We're like, you're Mike Santana. How do you navigate this situation?
You try to take out someone like Frankie Kazarian as fast as possible. Because that means you can withstand as much, you can be as alert, you can be as upright as you want to be with someone like Nick Nemeth to strike. You want to keep all your faculties about you as much as possible. I'm trying to end this night quick. Nick Nemeth, referee, holding up the title, but perhaps holding up what could be a view of his own future if things play out in his favor tonight.
Nick Nemeth entered this event last year as the TNA World Champion. Mike Santana is dealing with an extremely dangerous situation. There's no comfort for the challenger, Frankie Kazarian. It's adapt or die here at Genesis.
And Kaz immediately adapting to the aggression of Santana and getting out of dodge.
No countouts, no disqualifications. A wrestler has to be pinned or forced to submit in order to begin to initiate a 10 count, and only after a fall occurs can the wrestler be subject to a 10 count. They then have to get back up to their feet before the count of 10, and if a competitor cannot stand by then, the match is over.
A true test, a true war will have to be fought here. Mike Santana. Oh, that's right.
What do you think Mike Santana proved to the world this past Thursday night live on AMC?
He proved exactly who he is. Dreams don't end. Oh, that night in Orlando with the NXT Outlaws, it proved to just be a pit stop. You don't let your dreams end. You just live to fight them and win them again another day.
Mike Santana has long talked about his path of purpose. No one ever said it was a straight line to success. Hold on, and going for a pile driver out of the apron. And for a PK strike. Oh, and Frankie Kazarian takes Santana off his feet.
In the early goings of this matchup, something caught Kazarian there, starting to bleed a little bit from the ear. And we're just getting started in this Texas death match.
This is a dangerous situation. You can see the tape on the right hand.
He's about to hit that chair against that ring post.
Entering this match about 100%.
No, still steps.
There are no disqualifications.
Missed at the stairs. Oh, we got the shot to the gut right there. As the first one to taste first blood in this matchup. That might just fire him up. Look at that, the athleticism.
Mike Santana off of the steps. Able to take down Kazarian. Let's not forget about the damaged right arm that Mike Santana sustained back in November. At a series of events where it was re-aggravated over the months. It was certainly a factor Thursday night live on AMC. But Santana was able to persevere. Will the Santana be a problem again tonight?
Able to fight through it once. But this is a totally different battlefield here in this Texas death match.
Remember, no disqualifications. A wrestler must be pinned or forced to submit to initiate the count. And only after a fall, the down wrestler has a 10 count to get back up to their feet. And if a competitor cannot stand by the count of 10, the match ends.
Kazarian getting level on the outside. Thrown in the corner there.
I have to say, this match type absolutely favors Mike Santana. We talked about the Texas death match he won last year in San Antonio. I quit match a year ago in this building against Josh Alexander. False count anywhere last year, Rebellion match of the year against Ali.
He rides in the trenches. He lives in that pressure. He says it himself. I would say Kaz is more prone to be a technical standout. This is Mike Santana's world. Like we said before.
Hold on, go for the cover to initiate the 10 count. Oh, and Kazarian able to kick out so far. Nick Nemeth, the call your shot clock. The winner is calling it down the middle.
I mean, I can't blame him at this point. He wants these guys to beat each other into oblivion. Wait until they're at their weakest moments, not the strongest at the start of the match.
Santana and Kazarian exploring the space here inside the Curtis Caldwell Center in Dallas.
He's going to let these guys tear each other apart, but he's going to stay nice and close to get an absolute front row seat to all of it.
Kazarian battling back with that right. Oh!
These guys are really, as you like to say, getting a chance to explore the space here in the Curtis Caldwell Center.
In a Texas death match, your imagination is your friend. Plenty of opportunities to destroy your opponent in a scenario like this.
All the changes of scenery that you want.
This is why you gotta come see TNA Wrestling live.
Get up close and personal with the action.
Oh, and Kazarian able to stop Santana dead in his tracks.
Wait a second, you saw Kaz look back there. What's he thinking?
Oh, God.
He's trying to suplex Santana out onto that concrete.
Kazarian, no stranger to some extreme situations. The grizzled veteran knows what to do here.
Santana, though. Letting him fight back.
Well, now Santana from the top of the barricade. Down goes Kazarian.
That took out a lot out of Santana as well. He came down hard on the concrete.
Our referee Nick Nemeth going to check on the champion and challenger.
Santana grasping at those ribs.
Kazarian backing off, trying to create some sort of distance between himself and the champion.
Fighting into the back hallway here.
Oh my God!
And again,
Oh! And like steel garage door.
now the trash can. Oh! Across the spine of Santana. They can take as much time as they want out here, inflict as much destruction as they want.
Remember, no countouts, no disqualifications. A wrestler has to be pinned or forced to submit to initiate the 10 count by Nick Nemeth. Oh my God! Spine first into the concrete. Here's a cover and a kick out. Santana prevents the 10 count.
As you see right there, that pinfall can happen anywhere.
Only after the fall can the down wrestler have the chance to respond to the 10 count. Then they have to get back to their feet or else the match is over.
Making their way back to ringside here. Kaz has taken over this Texas death match in a big, big way.
Oh, suplex on the floor here. Right next to the ring in the impact zone.
And you have to think if Santana can't get it done tonight, 48 hours after winning the title once again, how many heartbreaks can one man stand?
Mike Santana suffered heartbreak in his home of New York at Slammiversary, challenging for the TNA World title against Trick Williams and Joe Hendry. And then in his first defense as champion, following back for glory, it was taken from him. Santana tried to prove to the world he can be a reigning champion for the long haul. But Frankie Kazarian believes the success of TNA wrestling, the beginning of the TNA on AMC era, is because of him.
The King of TNA is certainly not making any new fans here as he continues to beat down the TNA World Champion.
Oh my God, Frankie Kazarian with those steel chairs set up. He's thinking about fading to black, trying to send Santana head first into the steel. But Santana able to thwart that.
Answer for him. But now, what's on the mind of Santana? Wants to use those steel chairs himself.
Oh my God, Santana up on the chairs! Oh, pile driver through the steel! Santana with the cover! Can this start the 10 count? There it is, there's the cover! Now the 10 count can start! Frankie Kazarian has to get back up to his feet by the count of 10, or else the match is over!
I don't know. Pile driver through steel chairs. That's a hell of a task.
Count of 7. Is Santana going to retain the TNA World title? Count of 9.
Wait, he's up.
He's up. Kazarian got back up. He grabbed onto the rope and got back up.
Santana's now out from his forehead is busted open.
Kazarian's in bad shape, but he's still alive.
Let's take a look at what split the head of Frankie Kazarian, that pile driver through the chairs. And now Santana, if one is good, I guess 2 is better. Another table into the scenario here.
There was quite a bit minute was appearing to call this thing down the middle of spot.
Again, I have to imagine just waiting for his moment when whoever walks out of this is at their weakest.
Frankie Kazarian got busted open here on the ear, the early stages of this matchup. On the top of his head after the pile driver. Oh God, could he be suffering another pile driver?
Azzo, he knows it's coming, fighting desperately, hanging onto the ropes there.
Kazarian holding out for dear life, and he drives Santana spine first into the turnbuckles.
You already saw some of that damage to the core, to the midsection of Santana. Oh, earlier on.
Boot to the face, able to stop Frankie Kazarian. What is Santana thinking here?
I don't know. It's not good for Kaz, though.
Oh my God! Cutter into the table!
Oh my God!
Look at that cover! A cover by Kazarian! There's a 3 count on Santana!
And now the 10 count begins for Santana.
If Santana can't get back up to his feet by the count of 10, Frankie Kazarian is TNA World Champion once again!
And what a counter that was through the table on the outside.
Count of 5! Nick Evans applying the count!
Santana just started.
7!
Too little, too late.
Count of 8! Santana's got to get back up and shoot by 10! Santana's up on his feet and survives the 10 count! Oh, but immediately sent into the step by Kaz!
It is nasty, but you can't blame it. Taking another look, Santana looking to take Kaz off the apron. Kazarian met him with that cutter and nearly had the match won.
Frankie Kazarian made a decision just a few years ago here in TNA. He was no longer going to be the good soldier or the company man. He wanted to be be the king of TNA and took the crown months ago. They didn't give a damn what anybody thinks about it.
Yes. This is on wobbly legs here. And wait a second. What a ladder from underneath the ring. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
Kazarian saw what Mike Santana was able to withstand moments ago, and he realizes he has to up the ante if he wants his title back.
With the use of that ladder, he literally can up the ante to a whole new level.
Frankie Kazarian setting up this enormous ladder inside the ring, the table below. Is the time winding down on Mike Santana's second reign as TNA World Champion?
As is feeling confident. Oh, wait a second.
Look at the back of your screen!
Santana with that barbed wire baseball bat.
Born nasty and built for war! Oh, the barbed wire bat into the turnbuckle! Chicken wing by Cass!
If he can take down Santana, wear him down, choke the life out of him. Great counter though for the TNA World Champion.
Santana, oh, the barbed wire bat to the midsection! Oh, into the skull! Where Kazarian was already busted open!
Rip and tear. This is Santana. Oh, this is why he is the realist.
Santana believes he was made to suffer, or he's making Kazarian suffer tonight. Oh, there goes Cass!
And Santana looking to the lumber.
Santana just left Kazarian outlined in chalk. We might need a body bag for the king of TNA.
Santana head to the rafters. Extremely high risk for a high reward. Oh my God.
Mike Santana to the top of the ladder. Look out! Santana crashes through Kazarian.
And he's on top for the cover.
Oh, wait a minute, Kazarian kicked out. No 3 count. No 3 count. What?
Take another look at this. The poppy splash from the rafters. But Cass kicked out.
And Nick Neville is heard it from the fans here in Dallas. Nick Neville did his job based on that instant replay. Kazarian got his shoulder off the mat just before Nick Neville hit him with 3.
Like him or not, Cass dug down deep in those final moments. How much is left? Oh.
How in the hell is Kazarian still in this thing?
He's desperate, hanging on to the dream of getting his championship back. The championship he fought for over 20 years. But for Mike, that title is a personal milestone.
Kazarian, defiant and indignant to the end. Oh my God. Wrapping up his arm, a barbed wire.
Look out, Kazarian!
Spin the block with the barbed wire. Santana's got the 3 count. And now the count begins. After the nastiest spin the block I've ever seen. Kazari Nance to the count of 10 to get back up to his feet so the match can continue. Count of 6.
7,
Is Santana gonna hold on to his
8,
title? Count of 8. Almost there. Count of 9. Count of 9. Count of 9. Kazari is down. Mike Santana wins Texas Death.
Here is your winner, and still the TNA World
Nick Nemesis, surely he's going to cash in.
Pushing his desire to lead this company as a fighting champion. Like Santana literally pushed himself to new heights to hold on to the title that means so much to him.
Just like he did at Bound for Glory, Carlos Silva awarded the TNA World title to the champion, Mike Santana.
Did the one man get a first-hand look into the eyes, into the soul? Oh my God! Danger zone!
We knew it was a possibility, and it was just a matter of time.
For just a second, I thought maybe Nick Nemeth had seen what Mike Santana was willing to do and had second thoughts. But here we are.
Nick Nemeth wants to call a shot.
He's calling for another referee. Is this happening?
Wait a minute, spin the block. The referee was on his way, but Santana wiped out Nemeth before he could get there. Nick Nemeth never got to officially call a shot.
And he learned firsthand, you cannot kill Mike Santana. It's going to take a lot more than that to put down the TNA World Champion.
We have got to take a look back at this brutal Texas death match. This pile driver through 2 steel steps busted open cans. Kazarian was able to spawn this cover through the table and then a popping splash. Somehow it got into a 3 count and Kazarian was in the nastiest history we've ever seen. Hopefully leads to Santana retaining in Texas death.
And Dennis tried as he might cut off in the past before he can officially call his shot. And a warning flare fired by the TNA World Champion.
Nick Nemeth still holds a TNA World title shot anytime he wants to call for it. Mike Santana, however, proved tonight that he can climb the mountains and stay on top. Thank you for joining us tonight for Genesis. Good night, everyone, from Dallas, Texas.
There you go. Be good. See you in the next one.